29. Apparently 50% Chowdown Day here in the game. Which is about right, because we are, I believe, going to be in a little bit more of a relaxed session. Party finished quite a bit of beating people up and taking spiderling prisoners. But yeah, some of you are responsible for inadvertent deaths that you didn't intend to cause, but by process of interesting circumstances are...
Oh no, I intended for every death I came across.
I think he's referring to me and my inadvertent killing a Lars person, but that's his fault. He's a dumbass for going out and not using protection.
Hey, he's a god. He's immune. But yeah, the party is basically finding itself in with a little time on their hands. So, what do the four of you want to do? As Higram has some stuff he's taking care of on his own.
Just a quick administrative thing. We got 605 GP in gems. I need 100 GP gem as a focus. Can I just say there's one that's 100 GP in value in that? And take it out of that and put it in.
What kind of gem is it?
It just says a gem or crystal worth at least 100 GP.
Then yes. Yes, you can.
I don't even know if I need this if I'm using my... So my Possess Undead says I do it like Magic Jar. Does that still mean I need the components? Or is it like...
Hold on. Let me take a look at the spell. Or it's an ability, right?
Yeah, it's from my archetype. Possess Undead.
No, you do not need it.
Okay, then forget that. Never mind.
Actually, let me hold on, just to make sure of something.
Yeah.
Yeah, because your poppet acts as a receptacle, so your
right,
poppet
usually
replaces
the gem would be true. Correct. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I knew there was some reason that I was like, I know that this is how this worked, and then I started looking it up again, and I was like, wait, no, I know the answer because of the poppet.
Yeah, then the only thing I gotta do is I'm looking for some scrolls, or one in particular, or two in particular, I guess.
Found another list of scrolls, huh? You just keep coming up with new ones every week.
No, I can't remember if I last session I looked for Bone Fist or not up here.
You did look for Bone Fist.
I did. Okay. Yeah. Then I would just try to look for False Life Creator.
Okay.
That's the only really thing I got.
That has a higher likelihood actually of being up here. It's a fairly common wizard spell. Let's see what we got. Can you give me a diplomacy or bluff check along with that?
Diplomacy or bluff are exactly the same, so I'll just do diplomacy. Ooh, natural 20.
That's a good thing, because otherwise you weren't going to get it. So you are having a really rough time with people. One of the... one of the things that you're finding with this spell in particular is when you come into places looking for this spell, people have this immediate like understanding of what your kind of relative abilities are. This is the kind of spell where obviously you're going to go out adventuring. You're not the kind of stay-at-home wizard, right? No stay-at-home wizard needs to have an extra 20 to 30 hit points on average. You're definitely, at least high enough in that power range to have other abilities available to you. And so many of them either like want you to make some kind of deal with them, or they want you to take on some sort of responsibility for them. And usually, it's pretty significant, but it also requires them to feel like they can trust you. And in this particular case, on this day maybe, or maybe it's just the way things have been for a little while, people are much, much more heavy on the side of they want favors, and then they'll talk about trading spells with you if you've got anything of value.
Well, you can't really learn from me, actually. I'm not a typical wizard.
You got one of those pets, right?
Yes, but it's not very talkative. Actually, I don't know mechanically if I can share spells or not. I think I can, right?
I don't know with the puppet thing. That is a very good point, because the puppet doesn't...
Well, I mean, there are a lot of familiars that can't speak, so...
Yeah, I know, but I can't remember if it's, like,
have...
intelligent or not. I don't know how it works. So.
Yeah, what was the name
yeah,
of
but
the...
I'm pretty sure there are other ones that, like,
Brave
aren't
Walker is my
intelligent.
archetype.
Thank you.
I assume you can, but I actually don't know.
I just feel like by rot doesn't specifically say anything that, like, they must be intelligent. Just says a witch's familiar can learn spells from another witch's familiar. To accomplish this, the familiars must spend 1 hour per level of the spell being taught.
That's not exactly what he's talking about anyway.
Oh.
I don't know how else they would figure out spells from a familiar.
Well, because it's not even a familiar, right? Because it's this thing, it like replaces familiar.
Yeah, it's very weird. Like, look, they come back, right? It's not really a big deal.
They come back? What do you mean?
They come back.
What comes back?
They're little pets. They come back. Just cut it down, bring it back.
I guess at this point I'll show him my puppet. I'm like, I don't think you want to mess with this thing, do you?
The hell is that?
I made it myself. You like it?
No, I hate it. How does that
like
give you spells?
It's a little weird, but killing this thing isn't very... it'll cost me a lot of money to remake a new one, so you know.
Can you even kill it? It doesn't even look alive.
I don't know, I've never tried. I wouldn't risk it. It's dangerous. I'll like put it away.
What do you even know anyway? Probably next to nothing then?
I like gesture to myself. Who is he human I'm talking to? Or?
He is human, yeah.
I gesture to myself. Is it every day you get a drow coming in here? I'm sure you must know or want to know something that perhaps reaches the underneath the ground that you would like to know.
For most people it's an unusual thing. For me it's not entirely.
Oh.
And when you get into, maybe you're thinking about the rest of your traveling companions, but when you get into what we do, every once in a while we see one or two drow. They're often looking for something they can't get underneath there. Some things are more available in light, other things are more available in dark. I'm sure you understand.
Of course, of course. Well, come now. If gold won't move your parchment, something must. Do you need something done that I can help out with, or?
I could use some work to be done. It's part of why I'm asking what you've got at your disposal. You work discreetly?
Yes, I have assistants who don't speak of anything unless I tell them to.
A good group to be with, then. A lot of adventurers tend to have one in their midst that has a tendency to run their mouth.
Well, I mean, if you need it done discreetly, and I kind of like snap my fingers and like, I guess I kept them outside, but maybe they'll come in like all my undead will just like really walk in.
No wonder you get all
done
about
with these.
false life.
Yes.
The kind of
my living companions are trustworthy. You can trust them.
Kind of discretion I'm looking for. They might make a mess of things. They don't usually have it all up here.
Well, what are you thinking you need done?
I've had an item of mine that got stolen. I want it back. But I want it back and I don't want them to know I got it back.
Oh, okay.
I'm,
Yes, go on.
disgusting. Sorry, I just killed a bug and it made a lot bigger a mess than I expected.
I don't think I have access to invisibility, do I? Not on the witch spell list.
Well, here's the thing.
I have access to invisibility.
Even if your little pet doesn't happen to have invisibility, they're going to be able to see that anyway.
Oh.
I was more so hoping that either you can do it the social way, or perhaps you got an actual slippery member amongst your group.
Yes. You don't need me specifically to do the deed. I have my companions can fill those roles easily.
Well, I'm going to need you to make sure it's not fake, unless they also happen to be particularly good at lying to magical items.
Yes, I can verify it. Or I think my colleague has identify as well.
Good. Let me think. You have access to fourth circle spells. Means that, unfortunately, one of my resources to make this a binding agreement is not available to me.
You don't think you can't trust my word? It would be bad business if I betrayed you. I wouldn't be able to buy any more magical scrolls. You're the first person in town that even could find the scroll, but would even be wanting to do business with me. Wouldn't want to ruin that friendship over seemingly one little item.
Fair statement. The thing is, let's say you get caught in a problematic situation.
Mm-hmm.
You end up needing to decide between your life or the information I shared with you, because you failed. Why should I take responsibility for your failure? I had just some way to make sure that there weren't loose lips, that I don't have to worry about any sunken ships.
Well, I mean, if it comes to that, well, it won't come to that. It would be an utter failure. I'm sure there would be other means for them to get the information if I were dead. Reading memories or speaking to the undead and things like this.
Presumably the right protections would still stop even from that.
Maybe.
But aside from feeding you a dose of poison and then giving you a temporary reprieve from it unless you get back here in time.
I could agree to that.
He'll reach down into a drawer, open it up, and he'll drop a small vial of poison on the counter. The issue is you'll only have a few hours, so if you're going to do it, I need to know when you plan to do it. So follow up with whoever your comrades are, and then come back here. You take the poison, I'll apply the magics, you go get the job done, and worst comes to worst, your body won't exist anymore anyway. I'll make and everything will be done right so long as you do nothing wrong.
If I transfer consciousness between my puppet and an undead, does this mess with your poison or magic?
Your
My
body
body's
will
still,
still
yeah.
die, so
Okay.
the magic will still delay your body.
Alright. I'll go talk with my friends.
Cool. Yeah, so you can meet up with the party. Higram is still kind of AWOL right now.
Yeah, if I can round up everybody and just say, I don't know if anyone had anything they want to do before this, but I guess I can meet them up after they do it. But I'll just, whenever we all meet up, I'll just say, if you guys are free for a little bit, a few hours, I have a task that needs done that can earn me a powerful spell.
What sort of task?
He didn't give me the exact details, but he wants an item that was stolen from him returned to him. He said you need someone to be able to identify the item. We can either do it through roguish means or diplomatic means, whichever we prefer. Perhaps when he gives us the details, we can decide.
Can't just walk in there, toss a few arrows into the person, and grab the item?
I'd prefer that way, but I think he wanted it done discreetly.
Okay.
He doesn't want them to know that it's been stolen right away, maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, I can understand the artist's subterfuge.
Yes, I don't think he wants any trace back to him or anything like that.
That doesn't seem too out of the ordinary.
Yes. So if you guys have a few hours to spare.
Yeah, I can stretch my legs.
I'm a little bummed it doesn't involve killing. Need some damn trophies still.
Well, maybe we can convince him we can kill them. I don't know. I'm fine with killing people.
Do you gotta kill the trophies, or can we get them at some kind of black market or something?
I think traditionally they're supposed to be trophies of things you've defeated, but I actually don't know. Because this is homebrewed by the GM, so I have no idea.
No, so I would say that's pretty reasonable as long as it's been taken properly. It doesn't necessarily have to be that you've done, but they need to have a certain level of that intimidation factor that makes that really resonates the idea of the insanity required to keep a hex going. But you could probably manage to find some interesting trophies in the black market.
Yeah, I probably know some people. I have some ins.
So are you all down for this? We can go talk to him to get the details if you're up for it.
I certainly love stealing things, so.
Sure.
Excellent. Let's go.
Did anybody have anything they wanted to do before that? Immediately.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't think it sounds like we're gonna need Isaac for this, so I probably want to get him started on some sort of magic item crafting.
Okay. What do you want to get him started on?
Let's see. I want that efficient quiver that I couldn't find anywhere. So I can stop fucking dealing with my arrows.
Yeah, no problem. He can set to work on it.
Right, perfect. Do you want me to start rolling for him, or will that be later?
No, that'll be later.
Okay, cool.
Just in case you guys randomly somehow severely fuck this up.
Yep.
Yeah, so Sen, you can head back, meet back up with him. He will drop the vial of potion on the, or a vial of something on the table, and he will instruct you to drink it. It normally doesn't take, he'll explain exactly what it is in great detail, show you he actually has a certificate of ownership for the specific thing. This is the kind of thing that he can only administer single, small doses at a time. If it's ever lost, he has to report it as lost. And he's responsible for any complications that may occur from it. This is something that is used in a very specific series of magical items, which is why he has this. You can actually see that on the document as he's showing it to you. But it also is a very potent, but very delayed and easy to detect kind of poison It's one of those things where you take it and there's like the slow and obvious, like you start coughing and then like your nose starts bleeding and it won't stop bleeding, and then gradually your eyes start bleeding. And it's like a very slow decay process. So it's very quick and easy to tell, like, here's somebody that's been poisoned by this thing. And it's easy for you to, it's still easy enough for you to go get some way to cure it. But it's the perfect kind of thing for a situation like this, because he can basically use the, I'm forgetting the name of the spell, but the one that basically contingency casts neutralize poison, so that if you fail to do your responsibility, then the poison will basically kick right back in.
Okay. Just because out of character, I'm immune to this, so I don't know.
If you're immune to it, he doesn't know that you're immune to it. So
well, he might if he's a wizard worth his salt, because he probably would know I'd have this spell, and this would like negate any poison I would ever take. But
I thought, though, as a result of that, hold on, let me.
But I'd have to like give it to someone.
Yeah,
so, like the way you're describing it, if I gave it to a person, it would be traced back to him and it would be bad for me. But I could just go ahead and like give this to an animal.
It would be. Hold on a sec. Let me double check this. Can choose to do so. Blah blah. So, I would think, though, that you can't transfer an affliction that can't affect something else. And if this is a poison that only affects humans, then you can't, like, transfer it to another animal.
Sure, if I know that to be the case, yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
I'm just saying, like, he would know, like, I wouldn't be putting myself at risk. Well, I guess, like, I could kill someone else with this, I guess.
You could kill someone else, but it would be immediately obvious who did it.
Sure.
And then he would basically just roll over everything he has about you on it.
Sure.
So yeah, he'll go through the process, make sure you make sure everything is abided by, and then give you the conditions. The conditions are to recover this object to the best of your ability. Trying to make sure you have a fail-safe, like, in the event that you get there and the guy doesn't even actually have the object, like, you don't have to worry about ending up dead because the object isn't there, or like under normal circumstances you fail to acquire it. As long as you make the valid attempt, you will be fine.
Sounds fine to me. Well, yeah, that's fine. Yeah, I'll drink it and ask him for the details after.
Yep.
My friends.
Yeah, he gives you basically an address, and you don't know the city well, but I think one of you knows the city quite well.
Yep.
I mean, knowledge local check. Very good. So yeah, you would actually know that this is a odd request to go get a magical item from a place of somebody that is living in, like, one of the poorest parts of the neighborhood. And poorest here is, like, saying a lot. These people are largely destitute around here. This region, like, these are people that, you know, their house it's got mostly 4 walls. You know, it has a roof. Their living conditions. So it's very strange that an item of any value would happen to be there. He'll describe the item to you, and he will explain to you one of the uses. And when he explains one of the uses, it becomes a little more clear. It has the ability to repair specific structures. If something is damaged to a certain point and they still have the pieces, they're able to put them back together. You can test it to make sure that functionality is still there. Then the rest of it should be in good working order.
All right, it was as easy as that. My colleagues were concerned about casualties. We're not supposed to kill anyone.
It would be preferred if you did not end up causing the death of any living things there. If a theory I have is correct, and there happens to be some non-living creature that's there, or some partially living creature that's there, and you eliminate it, don't mind being taken down, but preferably no human casualties.
Got it. Is everyone okay with that?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Anyone have any questions, or are we good to just head over there and deal with this?
So, we are told that diplomacy is one potential option. If we go this route, are we supposed to just be diplomatic and try to sneak the item from them? Are we supposed to be hiding the fact that this item is gone from them at all costs?
If you were to befriend them for some time, you should be able to figure out where it is that they store the item. And then from there, if you can sneak it out of there, that will be sufficient enough. The other option is, of course, trying to find a window to go in. You might also be able to convince them to let you borrow it for some time, but I hope your disguising is good, because they will most likely come try to find you.
Okay. Fair enough, so just
We're
figure
going
out
to make
some
use of
way
that
to
lush garden?
Is this really the time?
I don't even
I meant on
know.
the target.
I don't even know who the target is and
Does
whether
it really
or not
matter?
It might matter whether or not
You
they're
slept with a
even
damn
interested,
fucking bug.
or I'm not caring about my standards. Who knows what their standards are? Also,
True.
I don't know if they're of consenting age. That is
Well,
a
yes,
standard.
that's important.
I do
But if they're of
bugs,
consenting age, don't you have ways to just convince people they like you?
Yes, but most of the time it requires me having to cast magic, and sometimes that's difficult to do in front of someone without them realizing what's happening.
Alright, we'll decide once we see them. Anyone else have any other questions, or should we head on
So we're
over?
just going in. We're not trying to steal it. We're just trying to like tell. I'm just not
They
clear.
said stealing was an option. The option sounded like literally stealing it, or befriending them to get inside to figure out where it is, and then stealing it, or disguising ourselves, befriending them, trying to borrow it, and then hopefully they never figured out who they actually borrowed it from. Stealing is definitely on the higher list of the options. I don't think I would have had all my disguise stuff prepared today, so there's no way a disguise
I don't
route
think
is
there's
probably...
Oh, there is a time limit. I drank this poison.
Yeah.
Yes, we need to
So.
do it.
It
now.
it is still a bit of a lengthy time limit, but there is a time.
I do have one invisibility extract.
Our man said that they could see through invisibility.
Then never mind.
We know what
Either-
their profession is at all?
You can find out that they are unemployed. So
Unemployed spellcaster, it sounds like.
Yeah.
If they can detect invisibility.
Yep. Likely.
Ex-adventurer, maybe.
Should be able to handle this quite easily. Let's get the lay of the land. Maybe Rusty and I don't know how stealthy all of you are, but I'm not very stealthy. Maybe the rest of you could scout it out, see what we're dealing with, and then we can go
I
in.
am not stealthy at all. Not
Yeah,
unless I go invisible, but again, that won't work.
I am also not stealthy in any way.
Looks
so unless
like-
we want to launch arrows into them, then
Looks like this is a job for our man Rusty.
Oh boy. I love going in alone.
You don't have to
Well,
go in
there's some
alone.
sort-
Just
yeah,
get
there's some
close
sort
to
of
scout it
creature
out.
guarding this. I don't know if you could handle that alone.
Certainly not alone.
But
I can
don't know.
attempt to look around undetected as best I can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You don't have to try to get inside. Just try to see if you can scout them out, see what we're dealing with before we try to interact with them.
All right, I'll do my best.
You'll do more than do your best. You'll do amazing. I'll cast
Well, my best
heroism.
is amazing.
Oh,
Hacha.
technically, I mean, I'll ask him. Do you know what kind of power level this caster is of?
Interesting that you assume that they're a caster.
Well, I mean, maybe not, but if they can detect invisibility so easily.
They have some measure of spellcast. Well, sort of spellcasting. They're a liberator of sorts. They're very precise about what it is that they take. They have this interesting tendency to find things that suit exactly what their wants are, get them and bring them back. They're very skilled at it, but not particularly skilled at certain other things. But they happen to have an object that will let them see invisible creatures.
Gotcha. Do you know if they happen to possess anything that would clue them in onto someone watching them from very far away, magically?
Not if they didn't know that they were watching.
Okay.
Wait. Do you mean scrying?
Yes.
Yes, they are actively afraid of people watching them in that way.
Ugh, gross. Well, on that subject, you don't happen to have a silver mirror worth 1,000 GP I could pick up while I'm here?
No, but I have a guy you can get it crafted from.
Alright. Well,
He'll
I was
slip
hoping
you.
we could look at him from far away, but
He'll slip you the details though for his mirror maker.
cool.
Oh, and congratulations then. It's a good time to be you.
Okay.
I thought you don't use it. Never mind.
What? I'm confused.
It's fine. It's fine.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. Well, unfortunately, that means of trying to look at them is not going to work. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way.
Sounds good.
Was a good idea though.
I was just literally going through my spells, and I was like, oh yeah, I forgot I can do that now.
But yeah, so the plan is Rusty sort of scouts things out first, and then afterwards Luna's gonna try some chatty up.
Yeah, see if Rusty can get a lay of the land, any other details before we have to go in.
Alright. Rusty, why don't you slip on over there with a stealth check,
All right,
and
excellent.
then follow it up with a nice little perception check, and let's see what you can uncover from keeping your eye in place.
Just for the record, in case it ever matters, I'm sure we're like close by.
Yeah.
If you were to like yell for help or something,
Yep.
you'd probably hear.
And I might as well, I forgot to actually use it, since it's probably irrelevant. I'm going to use inspiration since I have.
Yeah, on the stealth
reset
check.
for the day.
Right.
You also have heroism. I don't know if you have a buff.
Oh,
or
I
anything.
didn't even put that
That's
on.
fine. We'll add 2 to each of these. So yeah. So yeah, you're keeping an eye on the place. And the place, like, it sticks out in a weird way. First of all, unlike the rest of the places where a lot of these buildings are, like I said, kind of in a very, very heavy disrepair. This place isn't in as much disrepair, but it has like some bits that have been fully fixed up, and then other bits that are like 2 different things kind of overlapping each other. Or in one case, like there's like a where there's a beam for where there would be like a wooden beam for somebody instead planted a tree, and then the tree grew into the position, and then they like chopped part of the tree to make the tree work, but then didn't bother to carve the rest of the tree around it. So there's like still the branches kind of growing out around the roof structure. So the house is in a very like weird shape when you look at it. There's no like guards kind of wandering the perimeter. There's just a couple of windows. There's one front window, not but like 20 or so or 10 or so feet from the door. And then around the corner, there is another window that you can see that looks out onto like this small like little plot of it looks almost like a farmland-ish. Like there's plants growing in there, and it looks like somebody's tilled the land a little bit and is maintaining the land. But it's also a little bit overgrown with other plant life, so it looks like somebody obviously isn't doing it regularly enough in order to do it. Like somebody put the work in and then realized like, oh my god, gardening is actual work, and then quit for the rest of the time. And you can also see that inside there are at least 3 figures moving around. You're pretty sure it's 3 at the very least. You don't see. It's hard to tell. Like you see at the very least 3 distinct figures move, but you can't tell if maybe there's a 4th. There's one figure that like they changed the direction when you saw them. And they look like they might be different enough that they're a different person, or maybe there's just something wrong with the way that their face is. And like they have that kind of thing where like one half of their face is just different enough from the other half that walking the other way they look different.
They're Two-Face.
Not quite Two-Face, but there's an actual weird thing that can happen because most people's faces aren't symmetrical. You can actually lose just enough symmetry that a face turned one way looks much different than a face turned the other way. Most people do not suffer from this. This is like a very unique irregularity. If that's what's happening.
But that would be unlikely.
It would be a very unlikely thing for that to be the case.
So I think there's likely 3 people guarding.
You know for certain there are at least 3 people, possibly 4 people.
Uh-huh. And that's like I've looked through windows, I've looked around.
Yeah, you peered through the couple of windows, you've kept an eye on the building for about an hour just to see what things come in and out. And have a pretty good lay of things. There is only the one door in and out. The little yard that they have with the plants does have like a very low, very poorly put together like wooden fence that surrounds it. And the fence has like a gate on it, but the gate is like very poorly constructed, and looks like somebody's kind of put it back together numerous times over, and so it's kind of like got this like bit of a slant to it as well.
This is probably not an amazing way to phrase what I'm trying to ask here, but is there a way you could like gauge like where I think good entryways in and out of, like, or like how I think they might want to best guard certain parts of the building, or even if there's something weird about the building that I just might not have thought about firsthand.
Yeah. Why don't you give me? Do you have any ranks in knowledge engineering?
No, but I can give you any knowledge.
Yeah, that's right.
check.
Go ahead and give me a knowledge engineering check.
What I actually do, which is funny. Wait. Engineering, wrong one.
Yeah, engineering. Like Thomas the Tank Engine. Engineering.
You love that theme song.
That's not too bad. That's enough to like notice that one of the things that's kind of weak about it is you're looking from a distance, and the way one of the windows is hanging, the way it's like set in, you can tell that it's not actually the window that's supposed to be in that position, because it doesn't fill the full gap. So if you were to move it, it would move pretty freely. It wouldn't do that, like, you wouldn't have the scraping sound that happens because there's nothing pushing against it. And the way the hinges are, you can tell that there's an occasional breeze, and the breeze like can pretty freely move the window, and you notice no sign of any noise or squeaks happening as that window kind of blows back and forth just ever so slightly.
Can I check out that window specifically? Like, can I look in that window specifically?
Yeah, you can have. you can. Well, you'll have to be willing to get pretty close there, which would put you at a more substantial risk. Because right now, I'm assuming you're like auditing it from going around it a few times and keeping a reasonable distance.
Yes, I'm willing to attempt to do that.
Okay, give me another stealth check.
I'm gonna do the thing again because
Yep.
I have it for the day. So
Yeah, let me see if you get to spots. Okay.
with my luck, probably.
You sneak on up. You can get pretty close to the window and kind of peek on in. And you'll notice like the glass here is a little bit like it. So when you were looking from a distance, it looked like you were like maybe the windows are like frosted or something like that. And as you get really close to it, you realize they're not frosted. It's got like a caked on level of grime on it. It's kind of like a mix of like oil and dirt, and maybe some other various like bits of food particulate that make it really hard to naturally see inside. But you get close enough, you can kind of crack open the window just a little bit, and you can peer in to see that there are certainly 4 people, and 2 of them look kind of the same, but a little different in the face. Like, each of them, they don't look like twins. They're not in that. There's something about them that, like, doesn't... I'm trying to think of how to put this. Like, there's a way that you know when you're looking at like, pictures of a person that you can kind of identify there's something different about them, but also the same. And like normally twins are going to look fundamentally identical. Or if they're non-identical twins, they're going to look dramatically different. In this case, this is like if an artist did like a rendition of somebody and then made the painting that they made kind of come to life. There's just enough of a difference between the two that they're very clearly not twins, but also different.
Sure. Can I shoot you with a knowledge arcana?
Yes, you can. Yeah. So you would know that this is likely... make sure I'm getting the details of the spell correctly. This is likely some form of either simulacrum or similar effect. But it must be persistent because it's not moving at all.
Okay.
But you don't know a lot of details about simulacrum. You just know that they exist with that
Right.
19.
It's likely that it's just what it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know more about that. Okay. Well, I'm sure the other people that would know about magic will know it when I relay that information.
Yep.
And I can't see whatever the target object is from...
No, you do not see it. Like, it's not in anybody's hands. It's not like out in the open. But there's like a number of different things. Like where you're peering in is kind of like a kitchen area, and there's like a partition that's been put up, not a wall, but there's like a partition between where the kitchen area is and whatever's going on in another room. And that partition also, there's like another partition that's also kind of separating another part of that room as well when you look in. So you can't like get a certain angle and like get your head. No matter how you look at it, there's like an area of the room you can't see into.
All right, I think that's about all I could probably get from sneaking around. So I guess I'll go back and start relaying most of the information. The only thing that I would have a conversation with them more specifically about is that there's like four people, and one of them is a simulacrum, and I don't know anything about that. So
Simulacrum.
Yeah, he can describe it, and you can give me a knowledge arcana.
Knowledge arcana.
All right, so Sen happens to get it. So from what he's describing, normally a simulacrum is pretty identical. Or you make it like pretty substantially different. it's not usual that you make like a sort of off the like different enough from you thing. However, with that 27, you're aware of spell. What's the name of that spell that Bissy just picked up? I'm fucking forgetting the name of now.
What does it do?
The thing that makes a copy of you that's
Oh, is it? It's like a frightful thing or whatever.
yeah.
Frightful? No, not presence.
Shit. Anyway, it's not exactly that, but it's basically using, like, somebody's clearly put together 2 separate sets of spells to create this thing. There's a lot of people trying to do a lot more of this in the arcane world right now. They're creating these sort of fused spells where they trim off parts of one side or the other of the spell in order to bring 2
thinking
spells
of horrific doubles?
No, not horrific.
No.
Oh, okay.
And if you were to be able to successfully do something like this, you could have a more physical form of yourself that also looks just different enough in that way that would give you like a sort of plausible deniability. Like, that wasn't me, it's just somebody who looks a lot like me. You've seen this guy walking around town. It's not me.
Right, so that was my next question, like, why would someone do this so clearly to have someone that looks like you to do stuff, maybe?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting, this is...
So can that thing fight, or?
It depends what it is.
From limited knowledge, but still reasonable knowledge, if it has some simulacrum properties, because Rusty would have seen that it actually can physically interact with things. Like it does physically move, and it had something in its hand at the time that it was interacting with. So it has to have some simulacrum properties. But the try to find the line there. So remember, right, they don't have... Oh no, they do. They are autonomous. They are still fully autonomous creatures. But they are not as powerful as the original creation.
They're also not human, so we can kill it. I mean, we can try to, without keeping within our deal. If we need to.
That's true.
Assuming it's not the real one, and they pull the switch, right?
That's true.
If we're going the diplomacy route, what am I even supposed to start up a conversation with when I knock on their door? Like, oh hey, hi, I just wanted to be your friend for no apparent reason.
I'm going door to door, taking the
So,
census.
I don't know how much hand-holding that you want here, but there are a number of ways to, like, recognize a target, and then find ways into the, like, hearts or minds of those people. Not everybody lives a, like, at-home 100% of the time kind of lifestyle, but getting some information about what their home life is like would give you sort of inference to what you could do to maybe pull on some of those heartstrings or create the scenarios you would need to create a sort of diplomatic route.
Yeah, we just have a very limited time frame for this, so I wasn't sure.
Again,
enough time.
I really don't want this to end up being Empires of Arcadia. You have a limited amount of time, but you don't have a limited amount of time, like, in 12 minutes, Sen is going to fall over dead. You have quite a few hours to work with.
What time of day is it? Is it expected that they would leave, or is it like...
That part he doesn't know. He doesn't necessarily know the pattern of it. But you know you have more than just the day in terms of time to handle the situation.
We have more than a day?
You have more than just the day.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we also have the night. 24 hours exactly before you're dead.
Well, he didn't give an exact time. But he did try to keep it loose. He's like, you have quite a few hours to get this done, but the sooner you can get it done, the better. But he was deliberately vague.
Well, like in character, then I wouldn't assume we would have the whole night. Sounds like this is like a 4 or 5 hour window, at least to me. I don't know if that's
No,
a
quite
fair
a few
assumption.
hours. I don't know.
I mean, few means 3, really, but unless it's a colloquial, I would know he meant 8 hours.
Okay,
10 hours,
so we can interrupt the item crafting and get a detect poison or the identify poison or whatever.
It's not the poison. The poison isn't what's happening. It's the spell that he has on him that delays it. I guess actually give me knowledge arcana here. You could actually do this. Because you're kind of believing what he's saying. Oh yeah, there you go. Hold on 1 sec. I need to remember the...
Oh yeah, I guess it was diagnosed disease anyway, not poison. So
you actually will realize that the hours thing is him being a little disingenuous. You have a couple of days at least to get this job completed.
Okay. Yeah, if I know that, I will tell the party, like, okay, no rush on this. Let's, Rusty, can you, I mean, I guess we all can, but you're more stealthy than us. Hide out and see if you can see when he leaves and tail him and see what this guy's all about. Or girl, person. I don't know what it
Yeah.
is.
I guess I could do that. Sure.
Okay.
Did you notice anything about the place? Was there any signs or art you could see? Anything to give us a clue on what this person's about?
Definitely no art. A lot of what they seem to be doing for their own personal entertainment is either talking to each other or like various other miscellaneous little things. They were largely at the time just kind of sitting there drinking and discussing miscellaneous ideas they were having about various people or things, but nothing of really any substance. Just, like, man, you remember Dave? Like the way he sat around his house all the time? I wish I would have, like, stolen his couch. It's way better than this couch.
But Dave.
Goddamn dude.
Sadly, Dave's not here anymore, man.
Dave the Barbarian.
No, not Dave the Barbarian.
Oh, okay.
Or nor
and it's
Dave
The
like-
the
Burger
Clinton.
Man.
What time of day is it? Is it like afternoon time or is
Probably
it like early day?
about mid-afternoon. Yeah.
Well, it looks like we have a day or two, so maybe you want to just stick this out, see if he leaves tonight, and you can tail him.
Sure, I'll tail him.
See if you can learn anything about this person.
Waiting until the evening will most certainly get you one of the results you're looking for. In the evening, a couple of them will head out. The the double, or what might be the original, hard to tell, will head out along with one of the this more kind of tall, lanky gentleman. And they'll make their way down the road a ways. Go ahead and give me a perception and a stealth check.
All right, let me find them again. Perception. Excellent.
No problem, tail
Alright.
them.
Nice.
Yeah, good rolls. So you can follow them up until actually they start getting in a position. You're like keeping a real close eye on them. I was hoping they'd actually lose you here. But they don't notice, they don't seem to notice you as well. They basically get up to this house and they start whispering back and forth to each other. You can't quite get close enough to hear what they're saying. Let me double check. Perception to hear a whisper. Whispered conversation over a distance in...
But could I read their lips?
Ooh. Yeah, I'll change the check here.
I mean, if that's easy, if it's easier to do that, then
Yeah, I'll say with the 35, you can at least get the gist of what they're talking about. And they are basically like waiting outside of this house for someone to show up. And the general back and forth of it is that this seems to be some kind of woman who they're like waiting for, and then they're going somewhere else after this. But they're like kind of hiding when they do this. They like sneak around to a certain point and they just start kind of watching this door, and you're kind of a ways down watching them watch this door. After a little while, the door opens, and this rather, I don't know, like most people would consider it to consider this person to probably not be fairly attractive. They have a bit of a like a weird scar on the side of their face that doesn't really like blend well with the rest of the like weird coloration. They don't seem like they keep up with themselves. Their eyebrows are a little too bushy. Their hair is a little like what somebody who's never been educated on how to take care of hair might think is like clean, but clearly could use a little bit more frequent washing. And she starts making her way down the road. About a minute later, they kind of pick up and start to slip behind her. Give me another perception check as you follow them.
Okie dokie.
Ooh,
Wow. Okay.
Damn!
Okay.
All right. Yeah, you do an amazing job tailing them. You basically tail them out to a bar. There's a little place like at the edge of this section of town. She heads in. They wait just a little while before they then proceed to follow her in. Are you gonna go in after them?
I guess I'll go in the bar.
Yeah, easy enough for you to just kind of slip in, keep an eye on what's happening. And eventually, like, the two of them are just kind of wandering around for a minute. They basically wait until she starts interacting with somebody there. And then the two of them, like, kind of walk up and start giving her and the person she's talking to a hard time. Eventually, the person she's talking to just kind of walks off, and they like take seats down next to her. Start kind of saying either mean or lewd things to her, like some combination of the two, back and forth. And she seems to be kind of like pushing back, but there's like this sort of feeling of forced playfulness that's there. Like she feels like she has to do this or there are going to be much worse consequences. I think you can get that from what your base gauge is, so.
Yeah. I guess, I mean, I was gonna stay silent and see where they go with it.
Yeah. They keep drinking and keep bothering her, and like every time she kind of gets ready to get up, one of them will kind of turn and like ask her a couple of, they'll do that thing where they're like clearly asking a couple of questions because the look on her face will get kind of like, asking me for what I'm doing. And then they'll keep their eyes on her until they identify where she's going, and then they'll kind of turn back for a little bit, but one of them will always kind of keep a side glance, a periodic side glance over to wherever it is she went off to, until she comes back. Eventually, when she leaves, like the two of them will kind of forcibly leave with her, and insist on escorting her home. You gonna continue to follow?
Yeah, I guess I'll continue to follow.
Okay. They will basically pay you no mind, and this is a pretty easy follow to do. When you follow them back, like she'll like go into her place, and the two of them will kind of lean in and keep talking to her while she's trying to undo the door, and she kind of like tries to slip in. She tries to do that thing where you like slide in between the door because you're really trying to end whatever conversation you're having. And she tries to like close the door, and of course, one of them slides their foot in front of the door, and they just kind of push their way in. She seems really uncomfortable as the two of them make their way in and shut the door behind them.
There's still not much I could do by myself other than see what's going on. So I guess I'll try to sneak over to a window or something.
Yeah. Give me a stealth check.
That one's gonna get also good inspiration.
Yeah, so you sneak up to the window and you go to peer in, and as you do, you notice that like one of the guys, the more lanky guy, is like over on a couch with her, and he's like really like pushing her, really like not pushing, but she's like kind of sat down and she's like doing that thing where she's kind of leaning away, and he's doing kind of the lean in thing. And the other guy is kind of like making his way up to the window. As you come up to the window, it's like you peer in the window yourself, and you quickly like pull yourself away from the window as he like looks through the window and looks back and forth. And he looks again and kind of like looks, and you sort of fold yourself against the wall as he kind of like looks just a little to the corner out of the window. And then he turns, and you can give me a perception check to see if you can hear him through the window.
Oh, sure.
I'll say, "Hey, boss, I don't feel like this is a good time. I think, I thought I saw something, but, well, did you see something, or did you see something? I mean, or did you think you see something, or did you actually see something? You know, I don't see anything. Well, tell me when you see something." But yeah, are you gonna try to peer back in, or?
Can I try to sense if there's someone still? I don't know what kind of roll that is. Is it perception? Can I try to check to see without looking? Can I see if anyone's looking through the window? Is it listen? Is there like I don't know.
So you're not going to be able to like hear somebody breathing through a window. If he's like standing in front of the window and you turn your head and like look around the window, he's going to see you there. This is kind of one of those things where like if you take the glance, there's a chance that he's going to be able to see you.
I'll try to look.
All right, give me another stealth check as you try to look. Oh
my gosh.
Oh, the universe lets you cheat me out of this. Yeah, you have like a brilliant idea, and you kind of like slip underneath the window since he's like looking off this one way, and you like glance in from the other side, and you can see that things are starting to escalate pretty quickly between this guy and this woman. Well, the other guy is like kind of standing there in the window, like really trying to look to see which way you went.
Oh boy,
But you know, if you watch any further, this is a very awkward kind of voyeurism I cannot discuss on Twitch.
Yeah, I understand.
All right, so as the other players, how about you come tell the party about what's going on?
Yeah, that's. I don't know if there's anything else I can get from.
Yeah.
That.
So yeah, you can get back and relay the information to the rest of the party.
All right, so what are we gonna go in now? Now that two of them are occupied.
Sounds like a good idea.
That sounds like the best possible time.
I mean, only if you're wanting to go in the stealth, try to find it and steal it route, because obviously that's the boss there, so diplomacy is not going to do anything because the person I would be diplomatic with is gone and otherwise engaged.
Yeah, I mean, or we could
The problem is, what if he has the item on him as well?
I mean, it seems like a really random item to carry around with you, probably, but I mean, it's possible.
I want to be clear that I don't love this idea, but also it seems like maybe they would be impressed by you, Luna.
Just depends on if people want to wait time for me to try to do whatever with him, or you want to go check out his place now while he's busy.
I feel like, given what I saw, you could pretty reliably seduce them. That would be my guess on the matter.
Yeah, and the experts of Lush Gardens, Luna, how long do you think we have before they are coming back here?
I can't predict how long each individual would take.
Well, I'm thinking
Very
maybe
personal thing.
Yeah.
Rusty, were you able to get a sense of
Listen,
that
man,
one?
everyone has their own stamina. I don't have to tell you.
maybe you can go take a look at their place now to see, because you said you saw like 4 people in there, right? And you only saw 2 there. Maybe you can see if there's any lights on, see what the other 2 are doing, kind of.
Sure.
After you check that out, I was thinking maybe one of us could pose as a pimp for Luna here. It seems like they're into. You mentioned that lady didn't seem like she wanted to be there. She's probably paid for. Maybe we could try to just be wandering around and catch them, bump into them as they're walking back, and offer them Luna's services.
I mean,
thought Luna
but
was just
if
gonna
it's
offer
the
her
same
services, but-
night, I doubt he's gonna need services that quickly again.
Well, we can find out when they'll want them. Maybe they'll want them tomorrow night.
Well,
Why don't we just
or
come back
maybe
tomorrow night at that point?
or maybe you can distract these other 2 that are in the house while
Well, one
the
of
rest
them
of us
is
go in the window.
probably the weird double.
What if we say the boss and you make your way in?
You had a great time to freeze there. You said, what if we say the bar?
Oh shit! I said maybe. What if we said you knock on the door and you say the boss paid for you to give the remainders a good time while they're off having a good time?
We don't even know for sure that he paid for this person. He might just be that awkward local that does this periodically and she just goes along with it. You don't know that, like, he pays for it, and then if he doesn't,
but they don't have to know if the
normally-
boss didn't pay for you to come there and have the good time. Listen, I don't know how long we have for this poison, but if you want to wait another day, that's fine.
That's a lie. You know how long you have. You have a few days at least.
Luna,
Alright,
I
we
sense
can-
him getting weaker by the moment.
I'm
Alright, we can
just
wait and see what
saying
happens.
it's going to be weird and awkward if that's out of the norm, and I just show up and I'm like, yeah, your boss paid for me to give you a good time. And you're like,
Alright,
he's
we
never
have-
done that before.
Rusty gave us this information. How do we expand on this or learn from this? What do we want to do now?
I mean, my opinion is 2 of them are gone. It's a good time to go in.
I think our options are either people attempt to go in now, see if something can be found or done. Obviously, we know that the real one is out, and I'm assuming the one he said he'd be okay with if we put down is the copy. So the copy's probably there along with maybe someone else. So either going in now or waiting until tomorrow night. He probably might hit the bar around the same time. I can just be there at the bar and hopefully make things happen from there.
But then
But
what?
that's if you want to wait. I don't know. I do my
Well-
turn
well-
and shit. I go back to his place with him. I hopefully get him to talk about shit and maybe figure out where the item is. I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean that might be like a 3-night plan. Like if it's just we wait until tomorrow, you gather information.
Not necessarily. I mean, you can do it all in one night if you get an idea of the place, figure out the best ways to enter the place, make someone very tired and fall asleep, and, you know, maybe throw a little extra magic on them while they're, you know, asleep, make them stay asleep for a little longer, and then you search the place for the item.
But also tomorrow we're most likely going to be dealing with 4 people instead of 2.
Potentially.
But if we're coordinating this, Luna can make sure that at least some of them are asleep or tired out, and she can just literally let us in. We can wear masks and stuff, and they won't be able to know who we were, and just burglarize the place. Hopefully Luna can subdue most of them with her special ways.
Well, it doesn't seem like they do orgies or whatever because the dude's
Do you
on
know
the
that?
lookout for
How
the
do you know?
boss. Well,
Well-
Rusty just said dude's a lookout for the boss, not they're going at it
Yeah,
together.
but that's because they're in a strange place. If Luna's at their place, they'll probably feel comfortable.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know, maybe. I mean, yeah,
I
maybe
could just
Luna
try to
would be
convince him
convincing
to
enough,
go
yeah.
to my lush garden, and then, like, we'd both be gone, and just do whatever you want.
I'm fine with whatever everyone wants to do.
Well, everyone wants to do something separate, so it might be helpful too for you to give your opinion of what you actually want to do.
Well, the problem is going in now. We're going to be like busting in, and the guy said he wanted us to do this quietly if possible. So that goes out the window for just busting in.
I said he needed
Well,
it
I
done
mean-
discreetly, so
Needed it.
Yeah, no, I mean, I liked the plan of saying that the boss sent her, and then the rest of us going through the window or whatever. I mean, that was the plan I liked.
Right, so you distract the two people that are currently in the house
Yeah.
with a reasonable thing like, oh, this is a thing that these other guys like.
Well, what was the window on the ground? Is it something that we'd be able to go in, or do we actually
Yeah.
have to go in through the front door?
No.
Okay, yeah.
they're both ingressible windows.
Problem
I mean,
is
I don't
if
know
you-
how close we are to the item. I didn't see it.
Yeah, the problem is if the boss has the item or not, and then also if they are the people left behind, if they're not into that, we kind of lose our.
Well, but
Well, it's not that
they
they'd
would
be
be
into it,
being
it's that-
distracted at the door regardless while we're getting in there.
Yeah.
You know, like just so even if they weren't able to even if they didn't go through with it or whatever, we would still have some time, I think. But
Yeah, that's true. And if they don't have it or don't,
If they
I
don't
guess
have
we
it, then
could-
we can go through the plan where we actually have Luna. If it's on them, we can figure out. Luna can get closer to them.
Well, we can. Well, that's too late at that point because they'll.
Oh yeah.
We can wait. Well, we can wait in the house for them to come back, and then ambush them. But before
That's
we,
not discreet.
well, I doubt we could have taken it without them completely knowing. Well, unless you literally steal it while they're sleeping or something. If you sleep with them, that's
yeah, I mean, so if we do it tomorrow, maybe we have something that looks the same that we replace it with, or something like that. We'll do a swap. That could be a benefit of waiting one day.
yeah. Let's wait a day, and if Luna can't use her silver tongue to get in there in more ways than one, then we'll have to go with Silvio plan.
So, well, okay, so if we wait a day, though, we are losing out on the fact that two of them are gone. Half of the lookouts, half of the threats, all that are just completely out of the picture right now.
Yeah, but as Luna reminds us, if she can do it her way, it doesn't matter how many are there or not.
Okay.
If she can figure it out.
Yeah, I don't know how effective I'm going to be at subduing 4. I usually have to deal with one person, not 4 people. That's a little much when I don't even know if all 4 and are these simulacrum things even affected the same way as a normal person?
Doesn't matter if it is a simulacrum, then we can kill it. It's not a person. But literally, your only job is to subdue at least one person and figure out where the item is, and then you can just literally let us in, and we can just knock them out in their sleep or wait till they sleep. Or if one thing doesn't sleep, whoever does sleep, you can tie up and gag and blindfold. and then we can come in and deal with the people that are not sleeping or that are not alive.
Guys, I need like 1 second. I'm pretty sure I just heard some sort of window like be opened by this like storm, and I don't want the cats to escape.
Yeah, let's just take a really
Yeah.
short break. We'll figure out more later. We'll be back. So, you guys are going to wait 8 days or more, and do you want to see how long Sen gets to live for?
I'm interested in his toughness. I want to see exactly how long he's able to survive.
Yeah, I'll just give it to you and see how tough you are. But no, I think we're waiting for day 2 where we try to get the gentleman to be interested into Luna.
Yeah, you guys can wait the day out. What is the plan for day 2?
Well, I should know on this day as we wake up, it has now been 4 days since you told me to notate down that in 4 days something with devil's chills is gonna happen.
Thank you for that reminder.
Yeah, well, I've been ticking the days down as we go.
I appreciate that. You will be, in some ways, rewarded for this. Maybe not in the way that you'll want. Go ahead and, let's see, you failed the fort save already. So you're going to give me a fort save for the day and roll me 1d4.
Oof.
All right.
Oof.
Since you were so polite, I will let you take a -1 to that.
And what am I?
-3 to your strength.
Alright, this is gonna be bad.
But yeah, you wake up and your body feels like so much weaker. Like, even putting your clothes on feels kind of heavy.
Actually, I'm at a strength score where I need help to stand, can be knocked over by a strong breeze.
Damn!
So,
Well, I
have
don't think
2
she's seducing anyone like this. Can we cure this?
Yeah, she, like, you guys can meet up with her. I guess, like, you're still staying on her couch, right?
I guess so, yeah.
So, you'll see her come out, and she just comes out, like, I feel like at 2 strength, you, like, get up, you feel like lifting the covers off of you is, like, an endeavor, and you kind of roll yourself out of bed, and, like, it takes so much effort to stand up. And you just throw something on, and it feels like you've, like, hoisted up a pile of bricks. And you make your way over. Because, like, 2 pounds, your carrying capacity is, what, like, 5 total pounds?
yeah, I was just looking at that. My light load is 6 pounds.
Yeah.
And, like, I think just, like, you know, my cloak is 1, my headband is 1, my Cordat-san's outfit I normally wear is 4.
Yeah. So yeah, Luna comes out and she just looks like she is carrying the world on her shoulders. And she is a bit shaky.
The courtier's outfit now.
You alright? Seem not by yourself.
I feel really weak today. I don't know why.
Oh, are you sick?
Something is definitely wrong.
Well, I do have detect poison. I wanted to see if you're poisoned.
Sure.
You cast detect poison, and aside from the glow you see on your own body, you don't see any on her. Actually, what's weird is the glow on you looks a little different than what you'd expect. Like, you don't look like you're poisoned, but there's like a faint tint of like the poison identified color on you. But yeah, she does not show any signs of poison. Nor is she poisonous.
You're not poison or poisonous, it seems, so it's not something you ingested or anything.
Well, if it's not poison, the only thing... Like, I'm still able to cast magic, right? Like, I'm not at the point where I can't, right?
No, you still have strength. It's just like, gotta lift this spell component. Oh god, it's so heavy. And then I gotta move oh god, it's so hard to lift.
so then I guess I would prepare and cast this morning.
Diagnose disease.
It's not poison. See if this.
Yeah, you will identify that you most certainly have a disease. Tell me what it is. Just look at the bigger thing. Yeah, you know the disease and its effects. So you have devil chills. This is a side effect of. Got this from a devil, if I remember it correct.
I technically got it from drinking the blood of one of the casters
that
I
was
learned spells
Thank
from.
Thank you.
I don't know if I would know in
They got
character
it
how
from-
I contracted it, but
They got it from a very interesting way. I was thinking about the story of how the thing got it. But yeah. So yeah, you know that this is usually something that you contract from some sort of like close and extended interaction and exchange of fluids with a devil creature.
well,
Damn.
not to my knowledge have I been having relations with any devils.
I'd
Maybe
not have
he-
sexual relations with that devil.
They're known for their hiding in plain sight.
Yeah.
I mean, so maybe I guess I would have no way of knowing if I've been having honoring as a devil. I knew it.
Is this contagious? Do you have to notify the last 5 people you slept with or something?
You're not actually sure if devil chills
Ironically.
is contagious.
Interestingly, I haven't actually slept with anyone in quite a while.
Oh. Wait,
So
you
I
haven't
guess
been
That's good.
you haven't been abusing my undead when I've been sleeping, have you? Is that how you can contract
No.
this?
Unless your
Unsanitary.
undead are devils.
Maybe, I don't know. I just resurrect them.
I have not been having any relations with your undead.
Then why'd you just say unless they were devils?
I don't know how to respond to any of that.
Because I don't think your undead are devils.
Why would that
I
matter if
don't
you haven't
know.
done anything with them? Oh my god, Felix, tell me, where did she touch you? Oh god, you poor creature. Don't worry.
I
Well,
would
I'm
punch
sure-
you right now if I had the strength to.
I'm sorry. I'm sure we can find a cure for you in town or something. Or wait, isn't Silvio's new man a cleric? Maybe he can help you.
Shut up, Felix.
Hey, only I command the undead.
Shut up, Felix, please.
Yeah, I guess we go try to meet up with the party to get the cleric, Isaac, or whoever.
Yeah. You can go. I think Luna's probably not gonna go all the way there, right? Or is
Well, my
Luna-
undead
Not
could, like,
unless
carry her
I was
or
gonna
something.
say not unless one of the undead is carrying
Okay.
me.
They can give you a
Just gonna
piggyback ride.
ride from
Yeah.
undead.
There's always Ant Hall.
So you can have them carry you to meet up at the temple.
Got the wind.
Hold on one sec.
Yeah.
Right back. Well, you guys can go ahead and discuss things. I'll be back in a moment.
Yeah, can your cohort just cure your disease or whatever?
No, he only
Hi.
has level 2 spells.
Oh.
Good. How are you? I missed
Well,
you.
then I think we can just get it done at the temple or something. Your temple.
I think
probably?
I would probably just tell you to take me to the Mistress Temple anyways.
Yeah.
They owe me for some bomb ass memories, so
And then what's our plan after this? We're just. How are we getting them to be interested in you?
okay, so if we're going off of that, maybe in that area of town, she's just the most attractive thing they have, and he's after the most attractive thing he can get to. Presumably, me showing up at the bar would
So you're waiting to the
change
evening.
his attention.
How do we know they're going to go out again? Like, do they go out every night? What if
We
they
don't. I mean, yeah, I think we would just have to guess that hopefully he's a creature of habit and goes again. But yeah, we don't really have any way of knowing.
Okay, so that's our plan. Wait for evening. Wait for them to go to the bar, and you'll be at the bar. And then, how are you going to let us know when to come in, or when you've done your thing to subdue one person, or?
Well, I'm guessing.
Well,
I would
you
assume
need to
that best
convince them
case-
to go.
Well, yeah, obviously, but I'm assuming if it goes anywhere, they're gonna be like, oh, let's go back to your place, and I'll be like, oh, I don't live around here. Like, do you have someplace we can go that's closer? And then, you guys can be wherever, but Rusty will probably want to be doing stealth, watch shit to follow, alert you guys to when we're leaving, probably follow behind, because like I assume he would probably take me back to his place, but I don't know for sure. I mean, maybe they have someplace else around, and then at that point shit's kind of going haywire if they try to take me somewhere else. But I'm assuming they would just go back to his place.
They went to her place. The people that when I was following, they
went to her place for that, yeah.
So maybe they'll.
But I'm assuming they went to her place because that's where she went, and they're following and kind of forcing themselves in, right? Because she wasn't going to agree to go back to his. Like, she'd be like, "No, I want to go home. Go away."
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
That's what it seemed to me.
But the problem is, did they meet up with the girl before they went in the bar? Like, it's like they were buying her?
Guys like followed her from her house, so they like knew where she lived, and they just were like outside, and they just followed her there. But they were being like sneaky about it. She didn't know she was being followed there.
Yeah, but don't you see that as a problem? If they're trying to get with her, and then you're just gonna like, hey boys.
So
I mean, I'm hoping that they will be like, "Oh, fuck her, let's go like hit this mark instead."
All right, well,
but I don't know. Maybe they won't. I mean,
all right, well, we'll talk about this in character after we. So we bring her to the Mistress Temple and see if they can help her first of all.
Okay. Yeah. So you will. Oh, you didn't want to take the person with low strength to the temple. It's all about high strength.
No.
Yeah, you can take her to the Temple of the Mistress. Oh, Luna, you're not looking well.
I unfortunately seem to have contracted some sort of disease.
What disease?
Devil's chills?
Ooh, Luna, I didn't know. I'm so proud of you.
Not that I'm
what
aware.
Was it?
I don't actually know. I'm not aware of having
you've
been
a
devil.
busy girl, haven't you?
Not really lately, to be honest. I was actually busy fighting things. I don't know.
Oh, that's so sad.
I actually have no idea how I contracted this.
You don't even know where it came from.
I don't.
You're not sharing drugs with people, are you?
Drugs? No. I don't normally do drugs.
Well, in order to get devil's chills, you normally have to have some kind of, like, close interaction with somebody. And I don't mean, like, just, close as in, like, when I get like this. I mean close as in, like, you gotta know what they've got going on. Kind of business.
I mean...
But I'm not here to judge. I'm not at all here to judge. Don't misunderstand me. I'm just curious. I was kind of hoping there'd be a delicious story to go along with it.
I wish I knew of the delicious story to go with it, too. Although, I'm wondering... I'm assuming the one I got this from was the one that I saw the memory of them learning that, like, crazy spell.
Yeah.
Would that spell resonate anything demonic with me?
No,
Or
it's
devilish,
not.
like,
It's not
demonic,
deliberately devilish or demonic or
devilish or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So there would be no like obvious connection between
No,
the
not
memory
necessarily.
of that and yeah, I have no idea, to be honest. I actually haven't been having relations with anyone in like the last week.
Dear girl, how are you handling yourself?
It's been a busy week, okay?
Oh, I'm sorry. If you need any help, you know there's plenty of people here that'd be happy to help you.
Oh yes, I have. First, I think I need to be at
Oh,
my
yes,
full
yes, yes.
strength again.
Taking good care of you. Absolutely. That is something that we can do. Right this way. Now,
I'll poke to the undead, like, please follow them.
Now,
Yes,
as it is, there's always a cost for every cure. We have to keep, overhead going and whatnot.
Of
But-
course.
I think we have a pretty even deal we can try. He will pull out an orb. One of the memory orbs that you've seen before, but this one has a little bit of an interesting color to it. Now, this can only give it one shot. If it does it the first time, then you happen to win. We're going to take the... Actually, this makes you less strong, doesn't it?
This disease?
Yes.
Yes, that's the problem right now. I can barely stand on my own.
Ooh. So things feel different when you pick them up.
Oh no.
They
Like,
feel
for
heavier,
example,
yeah.
He'll take like something out of a drawer and he'll set it down, and it looks like this like little box made of metal. Try to pick that up.
I'll try. I don't.
What's
if I
your
can.
max lift right now?
6 pound. Oh wait, max. Sorry.
Yeah.
Max lift is.
Or your heavy load right now?
Like just lift overhead.
Lift
or
overhead.
heavy load.
Let's do lift overhead.
Lift overhead is 20 pounds currently.
Yeah, so you like struggle but just barely get this box up, and he's like giggling the whole time he watches. Yes, oh yes. Oh. And you like set it down after you get it up, and he's like, that should do. And he'll extend the orb to you.
I'll take it.
And as you touch it, roll me a d20 plus 5.
Okay. Damn. Bad rolls today on me. I don't know what this is for, but.
Yeah, the disease. You do not feel the disease leave you. As you make a cast level check versus the DC of the disease. They get the memory. What this does is, like, you get a single try at this. You get to implant a memory on it, and this thing attempts to remove the disease.
Gotcha.
But unfortunately, it was not successful. Well,
Bummer.
that was disappointing. You still look like you can barely lift yourself. But,
Yeah.
we should be able to get it taken care of. They will try. He'll have one of the clerics help you out, and they will give it a try.
Hopefully they can roll better than I am.
They do.
Okay, good.
You. Yeah, you feel the disease and its effects rapidly drain from your body. Actually, hold on. Let me see how. If Devil Chills is damage, I don't think it actually gets rid of the damage. Yeah, it's damage, so you'll still have the damage, but you will feel like you'll feel in a way better. A lot of the like little
I
shakes and
feel like
trembles
it's
are
not going
gone.
to continue getting worse.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Well, I feel like you managed to get rid of the disease, but I
Good.
still feel weak.
Well, we could take care of that for you as well. We'll of course need a donation for both of these.
Of course. I don't know what I have of recent I could donate.
At this
I
point,
donated a
we
couple
could really
last
use some
year's here.
funds. We've had a
Gotcha.
little excess donation of memories and a little too few donations of coin.
Sure. What's the norm for?
1 sec. I'm trying to remember. I think it's 25 times spell level times caster level. Actually, easier to find in the book. But... no. Caster level times spell level times 10. So they are going to want 270 for the remove disease, and they can do lesser restoration for for 360. So altogether, they'll give it to you for a temple price of 500 gold.
Yeah. I will give them 500 worth in gems if they're okay with that.
Yeah, they will take it happily. Excellent. We'll be able to pay. We'll be able to pay things properly. Thank you so much, Luna. I'm very sorry this had to happen to you.
Yeah, unfortunate that I don't have a good story to go along with it, at least.
Yes, it would be nice if that could be the way that things would have worked.
Oh, nice.
Oh, you didn't have to roll. That was for regular restoration.
Oh, you said lesser when you said.
Oh,
it, so...
I'm sorry. I was priced at full restoration. They happen to have somebody who had it on hand, and just wanted to expedite it just in case it was bad. Because they don't know what your natural strength is, right?
Gotcha, okay.
So you come in and you can't lift 20 pounds worth of stuff without lots of effort. Oh. I think we're losing...
Yeah, makes sense. You just said lesser, which...
Yep, we're losing you, Whitney. There we go. You're back.
Do you hear us?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know what's going on. My internet's been really weird lately.
Just a hiccup. It happens. But yeah. So, but you're all set at this point. Yeah, and you can find the rest of the group. And it sounded like you guys had realized maybe an inconsistency in your plan. You wanted to discuss amongst each other?
I don't know what it was.
It's the fact that they went to her place and they were waiting outside her place specifically to go there, so we're not 100% one, if they'll even go back to the bar, and two, if they even go back to the bar, if there's something special about this girl he likes, or if it's just going after any girl. We don't know.
Yeah, so in this case, now that you all kind of have the story in total, and you're all kind of reflecting on this, how about if everybody gives me a gauge check here?
Gauge check. Oh, yeah. Damn, I'm getting some good rolls going today.
And Silvio just totally borking that roll.
Yeah, I got it too.
So yeah, I think Rusty and Astrum can manage to put this together, discussing it between each other. So she definitely wasn't at all interested in them. She was very, avoidant almost. There seems to be something that has existed between the two of them, because she very clearly knew who the two of them were. She didn't, immediately, run away when they followed her. She wasn't, trying to escape. But she's also in this position where, she clearly feels like she's out of control of the situation, so she felt like she had to go along with them and whatever it was they were doing. And well, when Rusty took that peek in, he could see like she wasn't interested. It also didn't seem like she was like necessarily pushing him away. So there's probably some kind of like awkward thing between the two of them, and something that either he has over her or something. There's something about the two of them that must be conjoined in some way that makes it so that she doesn't just tell him to fuck off. Maybe it's that she thinks he's too dangerous. Maybe it's that he has something over her. That part's a little harder to tell.
She is the item we're looking for.
Maybe it's his item that you're looking for.
I hope not.
Well, what do you guys think about that? Should we try to talk to her before the evening to see what the story is? Maybe we can convince her to, when they come to collect her, she can say, "Oh, my friend is really interested in you guys to take tonight or whatever," or something. I don't know.
We can see what they have on her. If they're blackmailing her.
The problem is,
I'm not very convincing. So if you guys think you can convince her to reveal the info, I'm for that. Go ahead.
Yeah, the problem is I don't know if we want to like reveal ourselves to this person. I don't know if she'd like immediately like freak out and like tell them or warn them of us or something. I don't know.
Well, I mean, I honestly wouldn't be that hard. We could just go up to her, like, door or something and try to get her to talk and just be like, "I noticed you having to deal with these shitty guys at the bar last night," and trying to befriend her and see if there's a way I can help out or something. That would be my thought process, but I have to go put kids to bed.
Sure. I didn't know you had kids, Luna. But yeah, I can also, if one of you are good at disguising, I could possess one of my undead and walk them in with her instead of revealing my identity.
I do have access to disguise self.
Well, I've got a noble's outfit and a common wig. What magic can you work here?
I don't know exactly what disguise self does.
Well, disguise self won't help the undead, but you can use regular disguise to disguise the undead if you have ranks in. Disguise self is a self-only thing, hence self.
Yeah, I only have disguise self.
You don't have any ranks in disguise, the skill?
Yeah.
Oh, I
like the Transformers skill that they all have?
More than meets the eye. Let me look. No, I don't have any ranks in the disguise skill.
What's your bonus? It's not a trained thing.
I'm not trained. It's not a trained thing. I just have 2 untrained.
Maybe Luna's better at it then. Maybe she can do it.
I just.
Well,
just
I mean,
have the spell.
if he can disguise himself, maybe.
True. Maybe he can just go with her. Yeah, I just don't want her to go alone. So yeah, maybe I just want to possess my undead. Okay. But yeah, maybe Rusty, you just go in with her, disguise yourself though. Then Luna can probably disguise herself a little bit, just so that we're not just revealing ourselves to this random person.
I don't know. I'll see what she thinks when she gets back.
Yeah, I don't know if we can do anything without Whitney until she gets back.
Yeah, we can take another short break. Be back.
Let's do it.
Yeah, so while the rest of the party was discussing the plan, I went and took the item.
Okay. I'm assuming you did it with arrows?
Yeah.
There were no survivors. But yeah. I'm assuming we can say in reality to that, because there's also a chance you might just have gone there and done it. So.
I think we said some few things when Whitney wasn't here. So Whitney, we were saying just to avoid us revealing our true identities. I'm assuming because you're charisma based, you have a decent disguise. You want to disguise yourself, and Rusty can be your backup to go with you just in case things get weird, because he's good at disguising as well. You guys can just disguise yourselves and go in and try to figure out what her deal is.
I think I actually have a spell for this too that I could
Sure.
prepare today. It's one I was getting when I
Hold
thought we were
up.
gonna do that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sorry, I heard a door open. It was Anne, though. She's back. Okay.
It's a murder. Carry on.
Yeah, so it functions as disguise self, but I can change it as a swift action. I believe disguise self just gives you a +10 to disguise checks,
Mhm.
right?
Correct.
Yeah.
And then I can pair it with vocal alteration to also change my voice, and I believe this also gives a +10 bonus on disguise checks.
They're different +10s, because one only affects visual, one only affects audible. Like, disguise self doesn't make you sound like somebody different, it makes you look like somebody different. The other way, a vocal alteration does the opposite.
Yeah. But yeah, I can at least do those.
Yeah. And what's the plan for how you're going to do this? Lay it down on me. Where you going? What you doing? What you saying? Who you playing?
I mean, were we just gonna go try to talk to her?
Yeah, however you want to do it. We know the building that they met her at, so just going there and asking for her, finding her. So unless you have a better idea. I don't know.
Nope. So I guess I'll just go there. I'll try to find her, and if I can find her, I'm basically just going to pretend like I was someone at the bar last night and watched these two guys making her obviously uncomfortable, and just try to be a womanly, like, girl to girl, like, is there any way I can help you out? Like, that seemed really messed up. Like, I didn't, like, not trying to be weird that I figured out where you lived, but I just, was worried about your safety and wanted to know if there's anything I could do to help your situation.
Okay. Yeah. And just you're approaching the house?
I think they said Rusty might be coming with me. I don't know.
Why am I going along?
Well, for one, you're the only one who can disguise yourself, and two, you actually saw everything.
Right.
So you could recognize her. You can help Luna describe her and all that sort of stuff.
And what do you want me to disguise myself as?
Just someone that's not you. So just hide you, like just alter your appearance so that no one. It would be difficult to know that it would recognize you as you normally look.
Fair enough.
Maybe. Yeah.
No, go ahead. What are you gonna say?
I mean, she might feel like more comfortable if you are able to disguise yourself as like a female.
I can do that, but I don't. That doesn't. The spell seems to say that like I can make myself look different, but I won't sound different.
Correct. You'll still sound like you, so you can disguise self to look like a woman.
She
I
can
can use vocal alteration on you.
Okay, well then that will work.
You can both be vocally altered.
Cool. Then yeah, you can both head up.
And I will be using disguise on myself as well, but I'm just trying to make myself sound different and look like a average girl.
Yeah. So you can knock at the door. Like most of the places here, this isn't much of a place. The walls are up enough. The roof is over it enough. And knock. After a few moments, there will be... yeah, who is it?
name's Aubrey. You don't know me. I was just hoping to talk for a minute.
I donate to the church already.
It's not church related.
I don't owe any money to anybody.
I'm not here trying to collect money. I'm actually here to see if I can help you.
You'll like hear the door handle jiggle a bit, and then jiggle some more, and then she'll like pound it a little bit, and then finally pull the door open. And she'll like, but only pull it open a little bit. What do you want?
Yeah. I'm just gonna kind of look to Rusty for a second to get some confirmation that it's the right person.
Is it the right person?
Oh yeah,
All right.
Scar is like unmistakable.
Look, I know this might seem strange or awkward, but I happened to notice you at a bar last night with some kind of awkward and men that seemed to be making you really uncomfortable, and I noticed they followed you home and you didn't seem to want it. I was just wanting to make sure that you're okay and see if there's any way I could help. Just
You talking about Billy? Billy and I go way
I don't
back.
know who
It's
they were.
fine. We're fine. Everything's fine.
Are you sure? You looked very uncomfortable last night.
Give me a gauge check.
Oh god, I'm bad at this.
Can I also do this since I'm
Yep.
there?
Yep.
Oh, it's not bad for me.
Yeah. Rusty, you catch that she's like, as she's saying this, she's like peering her head a little bit further out the door and trying to like look around as you guys are saying this stuff. Like she seems uncomfortable with like this line of conversation. Now, I don't know if you know this or not, but Billy and I, we were intimate some time ago. So, you know, he comes over from time to time, and I don't know. Sometimes it's all right.
Sometimes?
Can we?
It's always fine. It's always just fine.
You seem a little scared. Can we come in and talk, maybe?
I'm gonna try to like get close and whisper to her and just be like, I'm not trying to make you uncomfortable. I just want to see if there's any way I can help you. I don't like seeing women feel like they maybe have to do things they otherwise don't want to. If I'm in the wrong, tell me I'm in the wrong and I'll leave and I won't bother you anymore, but
Give me a diplomacy.
it just seemed like
You're on the right track. Go ahead and give me a diplomacy there. Yeah. So you do the lean in and you kind of whisper softly to her these things, and she's like, "Oh, I didn't realize you aren't talking about last night. You were talking about when I was coming home from picking up my food. Oh no, I didn't realize you knew Jimmy. Well, come on in. We can talk about Jimmy."
yeah, I'll play along and loudly be like, oh yeah, the other night when you're getting food, yeah, whatever, and then follow her in.
She'll close the door. She'll like walk over and like try to do what she can to cover up the windows a little bit more. You weren't last sent here by Billy, were you?
Of course not.
Sure? I guess. Would you be sure?
I mean, no one sent me here. I'm here because I genuinely want to help you.
She looks you dead in the eye. I want to kill Billy. I'm gonna kill him right now.
Okay, well,
I didn't expect that.
Okay, you're not doing anything, so. Alright.
no.
He said he got something from a wizard one time that lets him tell people what to do when he needs them to do stuff. I don't know if that one was real or not, but you never know with Billy.
It sounds like something that could be real. I don't know if it is. I don't know if he has something like that. It just sounds like I have some of my own abilities to sometimes make people do things when I want them to do, so I wouldn't put it past someone to have an item that could do similar things.
Look, Billy just doesn't... Billy doesn't understand boundaries. And he knows a lot, and he has a lot. And a lot of people like what Billy can do for them. So I don't want to stick my finger in the pie and ruin it for everybody. But at the same time, I'm a little tired of stuff being stuck in my pie.
I can understand that.
What do you really think you can do to stop Billy? He's got himself in a pretty privileged position.
Well, how do we take that privilege away without removing what you don't want to remove? You said you don't want to take away what he does for others. You just want him to leave you alone.
Yeah. I don't really know how to do that with a person who doesn't really understand that no doesn't necessarily have to mean you gotta kill a person.
True.
Knight doesn't necessarily kill everybody that tells him no, but a lot of people that have their lives really, they get them kind of wrecked, and I mean, I don't have a lot here to get wrecked, so... You think you got a strategy? I'm down for hearing it.
I look towards Rusty. Do we have a strategy? Do we have a strategy?
Alright,
I didn't think this far in the plan.
So I have some plans.
Yeah,
Like,
what do you think?
Yeah, so sounds like we could go in there, maybe go in there like we'll beat them unconscious for her, steal all their stuff, and that way we get the item, and he doesn't know that was the reason we were there.
Yeah, I just don't know if that still qualifies under the trying to be discreet that the person wanted. I get that he wouldn't know that item specifically is targeted, but
Yeah.
I don't know if there was other reasons he wanted this to discreet. I don't know if he wanted it discreet just to them not know that it was that item. I mean, he said us not to leave any dead bodies, but what if I just used my... I mean, I don't. This is probably a bad time to use this because I don't actually totally know what it does, but I'm like, man, I just want to dose him with whatever this sleep shit I got from the creepy witch hag is and just be like, go the fuck to sleep. I'm not killing you. I'm just putting you in sleepy land.
Well, yeah, but I was thinking maybe we wanted, like, so she wants him to experience, not, like, saying no, and then we're like, so I was thinking, like, we would just beat them into unconsciousness, because obviously he'd be, like, seeing how it is to be on the weaker side.
Yeah, that's a possibility.
So yeah, I was trying to think of, like, that would loop both, that would help her, like, with what she wants to have happen to him, plus we would be able to potentially take the item without him knowing that we were there for the item.
My problem is with saying that we're beating him up for her is that if he doesn't have constant repercussions, will he just get cocky at some point in time and then go try to, like, kill her or something?
Well, we can just say, like, we have no like, we can just go in there, like, we see what you've been doing.
Yeah,
if you
I
ever
don't
hurt
think-
another woman again, we'll fucking come back and kill you. Like, we could say stuff like that. So it's not like we don't say, like, she sent us. So, I mean,
Yeah.
we just say, like, we've been seeing what you've been doing and we're teaching you a lesson, blah, blah, blah. I mean, obviously go in masked so that he doesn't know who we are. And then I do like Tom's idea where it's like we're just beating him up and they're all unconscious, then we just like rob the place and then they have no idea, like they'll just like, oh, they just they got lucky stealing from us too because they had that. They probably didn't even know we had a magic item or whatever.
Yeah. I can, I think I prepared it anyways, but I have detect secret doors prepared in case he's been trying to, like, hide his stuff super secretly.
Nice. Tom, do you have blunt arrows so you don't kill people, or?
Well, I mean, I'm a monk. I can just punch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're not going to go range. Okay.
Yeah. No, I was planning on just
punching.
using fists. Yeah, for easy subdual damage.
Sounds good.
So I guess I would
fist the rapist.
I guess I would run this past her and see how she reacts and just sort of be like, well, what if people went in anonymously and taught him a lesson, didn't kill him, but made it clear that he needs to leave people alone who don't want to be messed with.
I mean, I hope whoever they are isn't going to get caught as to who they are, because he's a well-connected man.
Understood. Is he a powerful man?
I mean, I'd say he's powerful, but in limited capacity. His skill is in operating below the radar. People don't think much of him. People don't expect much of him. And he's pretty adept at getting into places that other people can't quite go.
Understood. And what kind of connections does he have? Anything you can let me in on?
I don't know exactly who the people are. He just talks about them a lot. Says he knows a lot of people. Says they all love him. That he's great. That he does a lot for them.
So could be true or could be a lot of bullshit.
Could be.
Well, I think I know some people who might be able to help you out while helping themselves out.
And I hope it works.
I hope so too.
When she brings it up, though, can I get a either knowledge nobility or knowledge local from people that have it?
Even the people that aren't there?
Yeah, even from people that aren't there.
You got it. Knowledge, you said local?
Local or nobility?
Or nobility.
I do not have either.
Okay. So Astrum, this guy doesn't ring any bells to you. Rusty, you either. This seems especially weird because you're somebody who has like a lot of contacts on the same like wavelengths that he should be on.
Mm-hmm.
And you've never heard of a guy some slender guy that goes by the name of Billy. In fact, it's a pretty stupid name to use as your handle for this kind of stuff. Most of the skinny guys, they would go by some kind of name like that, and they usually wouldn't be caught dead hanging around in a place like this. Not for this long a period of time. Just wanted to clear that up.
So are you saying that he even corroborates even more that this might just be like him spouting bullshit because none of them recognize him? Or
it does seem like that could be plausible because neither of them know who he is.
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm going to, God, I kind of like, I feel for this girl and I kind of want to give her, I'm trying to think of, I'm having a mind blank here, but like I kind of want to tell her something to where if she finds herself in more trouble, she can come find me and maybe get help.
Where could she find you?
Well, I was going to say like at the like go to the Mistress Temple and tell them you're looking for something to have it be like a clue in that like she's looking for me without telling her exactly who I am.
She'll seem confused by that. I'm supposed to look for you without looking for you.
No, this was me like out of character trying to figure out what to say to her in
I
character.
can't think of how you would say it in character.
Yeah, I mean, like, it would be reasonable maybe, like, you keep you ask Rusty to, like, keep a watch on her for, like, a week or something. Like, that might be something
Yeah, alright.
to see if there's retaliation, but...
Well, scratch that. I'll just figure something else out. I guess the last thing I'll ask her is, have you ever been to his place?
Not for a very long time. I stopped seeing each other a few years back. I mean, should say we stopped. You know what I mean.
Yeah.
So I don't know how it's been since then.
Well, I know it's been a few years, but do you recall anything special about his place when you were there? Did he have any place he tried to hide things or anything out of the norm?
His place was a dump a few years ago. It wasn't livable. The only reason he was able to stay there is because it wasn't livable. Guards don't do anything about it, so as long as he could keep it protected well enough, no one's going to take it, and it didn't really take all that much protecting.
Gotcha.
I mean,
Okay.
he couldn't even sleep in his bedroom. Had to sleep in the living room. Made it interesting sometimes.
Yeah, unless Rusty has anything he wants to ask her, I think I would just let her know that hopefully this issue will get taken care of for her. But I'll be right back real fast.
Yeah, you guys can relay that info to the party.
Fantastic. So we going in tonight?
Yeah, I mean, I don't see why not, unless somebody else has a reason why we shouldn't.
Nope. Sounds like we got our plan. Should we buy masks and stuff, or?
Yep. And make sure we're not wearing anything identifiable. Like, I mean, I typically have my holy symbol. I won't have that with me, or I'll have it hidden. And I need to not pop out my sheet so that I can switch my.
Oh no,
Over
they
to-
they fixed that, so it works easier.
Oh, okay, I can actually
Yeah,
swap it over.
it
while
actually
it's
got
popped out.
fixed
Oh,
finally.
Man. That. Okay, nice. Switch this fist up here then.
Yeah, I would ask Luna to disguise up Felix to make him look a little lively, and I would possess him to go in and buy masks
Okay.
as Felix.
Okay.
Just
That's
like
fine.
every Milliday masks, not like signature festival masks or anything, like just like gray or black masks.
The only problem is inherently, I don't think she has a great disguise. Like a +5.
Well, she
This
can
is
give
just
him
her
the
straight
vocal
charisma.
alteration, and then is her
He
other
can't
thing
talk.
not?
Oh, I guess it's. I'm sorry. That's right.
It's
you,
me
not
in the body. Yeah. The adjustable disguise. Oh, it's only target her.
Hold on one second.
Well,
You okay?
maybe you do it, Rusty, then, or maybe she does it because she can disguise herself better. Maybe Rusty or Luna just do this because they can disguise themselves better.
Do what?
Buy masks to disguise us so they don't know who we are. And then
Okay.
if you can give us all vocal alteration when we go in there.
Yeah. I can do that.
Yeah, you guys can pay like 5 or 10 gold for some basic disguises.
Total or each or?
I'll just say total. You guys don't need a lot.
Do we have like a party fund going?
Yeah, let
or
me see what we have currently in the bag. of
Hold on.
holding.
If you're touching the bag of holding, I'm not letting you in. Don't touch my bag of holding.
God. I'm the one that sells and divvies all the stuff. Are you magically going to do it all yourself now? You're going to do all the accounting so that no one else touches the bag of holding?
Yeah, I don't care. Don't touch my stuff.
All right, have fun doing all the tedious work. I'll stop doing it. Your job now. Enjoy. No
I hide
longer
the
party
bag of holding
accountant.
away. Yeah, no, but nobody has access to the golden.
All right, I'll fund this venture since it's for my task.
You guys aren't gonna gauge me or anything. I'm just taking the whole party's items and all that.
I mean,
I don't
there's
think
like
there's anything in
effectively,
there that I care about.
there's like nothing in it right now. So if you're not letting anyone touch it, I'm just not going to let any party funds go back into it.
How much gold did you say, Steve, for it? Sorry?
5 gold.
5 gold? I'll handle enough 5 gold. There you go.
All right. Yeah, in a very odd circumstance, Silvio won't give up the bag of holding, but
I mean, I literally don't
brush
have
it off.
gauge, so I'm just like,
You can roll it
okay.
untrained.
Yeah, but I'm just garbage at it because I don't have it, so I mean, it's not gonna. Holy shit! I say that and then I roll an 18.
Still need a 20 to get it, though. On a 32, though, you definitely do. Yeah, you get that something is really changing Silvio's behavior. Like, it's not like Silvio to suddenly become overly possessive, especially something like that. Just kind of out of nowhere, too. Like, something is fucking with his head.
Well, I guess I won't say that, but I don't know what that means.
What? What do you mean? What's going on,
there's something-
Sylvia?
I mean, do I know that the object I was trying to remove curse on, the curse can't actually be removed and it just changes when you remove it?
I don't. No, because you remove the one, so I don't think you necessarily know that right away, but it does,
Okay.
like, give you cause to maybe take that into consideration. That,
Yeah.
like, maybe the curse didn't change, or maybe something else is cursed.
Yeah. I think that's what I'm thinking is something else he's put on is cursed or whatever. But that'll be a thing to deal with at another time. I'm not gonna bother with it right this second.
But I like the episode of Contingent Problems. It's been so much fun so far.
Just so we're clear, this item we're getting is not yours, Silvio.
It is if it comes into my possession.
Well, then we're not letting it come into your possession.
So Steve, is it like that I actually want to take these items into my possession?
No, but it's that once something you know is yours or has some like link to you enough is yours. Okay. Like, you want management authority of it. It's yours. It's yours. Like, you wouldn't mind if Luna were to, for example, you like pull the stuff out of the bag of holding and then you watch her carefully as she like divvies up all the things to make sure it's equal. But you don't want to, like, give it over to her and not keep an eye on it while she's doing it, because she could take something from you. It's yours, and you don't want her taking your stuff. The bag of holding is yours because you're the party leader.
You can be the bag accountant if you're not going to let me hold it.
But let's say that something happens and you guys get more items than the one that you're looking for, and none of the rest of them are claimed. You might think that they're yours at that point, and it might be more difficult for the party to get them out of your hands.
All right.
But yeah, so the party can dress themselves, or is it just going to be Luna and Rusty? What's the dresses?
No, we're all putting on disguises.
Everybody.
Okay.
All
right.
We're all disguised, and I'm casting vocal alteration on all of us, and I think
I asked you to cast it on me and the
Yeah,
newest skeleton I have, in case I possess it.
Okay.
Right.
Can I? Does this work on skeletons?
Why not? Oh, one humanoid creature.
No, there's the caveat.
Yeah, so if there's a skeleton, it'll be obvious, like, what group it is that's going in here.
I mean, there are other people that wander up here with undead.
Okay, undead are.
It's
are
not a
somewhat
yeah.
more
It's
common.
not a completely irregular thing.
Sounds good.
Bear in mind, Delanrian is a god, goddess, and actively condones the idea of people wandering around the streets with people in their real lives.
No.
All right, so the 4 of you or 5 of you in your costumes, and head on over to this.
Who's talking?
I'm
So
Shackle
that we're not arguing in the middle of this house.
I don't know. Luna, you want to take the lead? You're charismatic, no?
I am charismatic, but I think we're going an intimidate route here, and that's not my forte.
All right. Well, then one of the Rusty or Sylvia.
Not really intimidating.
Well, I think that bluff would work pretty well for this situation.
All right,
But I have 0 intimidate and I have -3 charisma, so definitely you don't want me doing anything.
Yeah, I do not have charisma. I mean, if no one steps up, I'll do it.
I mean, I can do it. I've just lost track of everything that we've gone back and forth on what we're doing.
So I think it'll just be a combination of you and me. I'll let you take the lead on it, but I'll kind of just be trying to back you up. But essentially, we're going in there. We're going to beat the shit out of them till they're unconscious. But until they become unconscious, we're kind of trying to, like, tell them, like, something like, oh, you think you run this place, like, you need to learn, like, I don't know, no means no, and you're not in charge, and you don't get to do whatever the fuck you want to do.
Okay.
When
Alright.
we're a substantial distance away, I would like to find an alleyway to cast Detect Magic and then walk in range and see if there's magical protections on the place.
No magical protections on the house. There is magic, but none of it is protections. There's like lingering transmutation on a number of things.
Okay.
But yeah, you guys can get up to the house. You just gonna knock on the door, or are you guys gonna bust the door in?
I think we're waiting for the evening to see if the 2 guys leave again.
Okay. On this evening,
But if the 2 guys leave again, then we know the boss is leaving, and the whole point is that we want to beat
doesn't matter.
him
On this
up.
evening, they don't leave.
Oh, dingus. They have to come home. That was the original plan, remember?
Hey, don't get me demonetized by calling people names.
Is dingus a slur?
I don't know. I don't know anymore, okay?
No, on that one you're good because one of the largest streamers on the platform, Co-Carnage, constantly calls people.
Oh, okay.
So
All right. Well, we're fine.
we're good
All
on
right.
that one. We're good on
Steve, don't be a ding dong.
I just don't know. No, don't do that. Don't use that one.
Alright, so if we get
The
to the
color
time where
of that cream food is one in which you could be inferring something. It has white on top of it as well, so it definitely promotes all kinds of the wrong behavior. Don't call people ding dongs. Kit Kats, that's fine. Ding dongs,
I'll call you.
So yeah, as we're like in some huddled formation near the building, I'll say, well, Luna, do you want to go up and just be like, hi, open up, anyone home? Push your arms together, do something, do some girl stuff. And then when they open the door, we just all rush in.
Okay.
I don't know who else they'd want to open a door for. Not any of us.
So you're gonna try to get them to open the door? The friendly way?
I
Yeah.
guess.
So we're not intimidating them?
Alright, well, no one's gonna respond.
Well,
Well,
then
it's
going
it's bluff, not intimidate. So yes, we are not intimidating them, but we are bluffing them.
Either way, no one's gonna respond to somebody just outside saying loud things.
Alright, we going in, breaking the door down?
I look around. Are there like guards or anything that I?
No, like
the
these
street,
these
okay.
streets are regularly empty.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, we're breaking in then.
Alright.
Before anyone breaks in, I'm gonna possess the red drow
Okay.
And I'm gonna have Beefy just like hold me.
Okay.
And Beefy and Blueberry are gonna be in the back, like guarding me, holding me.
Okay.
And Felix and the Red Drow are gonna come with me, or are me, and yeah.
Who's busting down the door?
Like, is this strength?
Strength.
Yeah, I'm working on busting down some doors.
All right, let's see it.
This be a strength check, or am I punching with my fists?
Strength
or...
check.
Okay. Here we go.
What's your roll?
An 8. I got a +2.
Oh, you slam your shoulder into the door, and it shakes a bit, but it doesn't quite budge. But it budges a little more than, or it's not doesn't quite budge. It doesn't quite budge all the way, but it definitely moves more than you would expect. And you hear some people shout, "What the fuck was that?" You can try again if you want.
Oh, I am.
I realized I could have just tried to lockpick it.
Yeah, and you slam the door a little bit more, and you hear it crack a bit. I think somebody's trying to bust in the door. You give it one more try.
Yep.
And the door snaps open, and as it does, like you bust in the room. There are these like dividers that are there, but they all get up and kind of shove down the dividers, and you can see like this big open room with these 4 guys that are in there. The tall, lanky one, the 2 guys that look very similar to each other that are about like kind of an average humanoid build, and this other kind of like the kind of like about average height as well, but looks kind of older. Maybe like early 60s. And they get up, but they don't like get up in the same way, but they still look like they're ready to go.
So Steve, if I role play a very different voice, can that be the voice that comes out of my skeleton?
Yes,
or is it like...
but that doesn't mean that somebody wouldn't be able to tell that you're the person making that voice up.
Sure, as
Okay.
much as like me talking now and me doing another voice is saying it's the same person.
Yes.
Yeah, and we do have the voice spell on us, so...
Well, it doesn't work on a skeleton.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But yeah, can I have you guys roll into initiative as you guys bust in the door, because they are going to immediately go to combat with you.
Yep.
Delivery.
I'm going up. Open them all. Ready? So, first one, drag some tokens on here. Some combat music going.
It's time to kill them all.
Except not kill, because apparently we're just beating them up.
Yeah, beating up. Sure.
Kill, 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 kill.
I mean, we could just beat them all up, and I could
Beat
just
them up.
use my new special spell until they take so much charisma damage that they just don't exist anymore. No
True.
dead bodies
'Cause I
if
haven't
they
used
just
it in a
don't
while.
exist, right?
What the hell is that?
That's the Rat King. Don't worry about it. Fine. I just
What?
needed a mini.
Rat King.
Oh wow.
Grab this guy here. This will be the bruiser guy. Other bruiser guy. Slightly other color. And then the old man out here. That'll be the old man. Old man. Old man. I'm old.
Praise the sun.
He's T-posing on us.
And why did your images break? Not doing little thumbnails. That's fucking annoying. Whatever.
Yes, blame us.
No, I said you guys is.
Oh, okay.
Not use guys.
Listen, use
Use guys!
use guys. Steve, you're such a. I can't say any words because I don't know what I can't say.
Blame Twitch. Blame Twitch. I mean. This and
Generic insult.
insert generic insult here.
Yeah.
Not the one I was looking for. That's the 8th version. What is this? There it is. There it is. Alright. Here we go. Proper hit points. And let's get this started with Silvio. Not going to bother with the map here. Just take it as we go.
Any 5 foot next to the door?
Nobody's quite at the door, but they're only about 10 feet away because the room's not particularly big, and they started making for the door.
Okay, well I can't 5 foot flurry one then, but I can
Nope.
charge one. So any of them fit the description of the boss that?
Yeah, the tallest. There is the tall guy, the tall lanky guy that's there.
All right. Yeah, I'll charge him.
Okay.
I doubt I'll take him down in one hit, so I'll let the other members of the group say whatever they were gonna say.
All right. Yeah.
Or
Well, you guys can shout stuff as you bust in the door.
Oh,
That's fine.
okay, cool. Yeah. So yeah, were you guys telling them what we were coming for? What they're below?
Yeah, do you want to just delay until me? I give you Blessing of Fervor if you want it or not.
Are you delaying, or what are you doing?
Yeah, I'm trying to get this Blessing of Fervor.
Okay, then I will delay you down. One of the guys will go, and he will rush up to you and take his attack. Watch out for it.
Who's he charging?
Silvio, because Silvio's at the door. Does a 9 hit?
Nope.
All right, Astrum.
Yeah, I will, as long as he's not in AO range of me, I will cast Blessing of Fervor in the party.
Okay.
One creature per level, so I can hit everyone. I'm gonna ignore. My 2 guys holding me are like back
Yeah.
more. So.
Silvio, you now have one within 5 feet of you.
Yeah, I'll 5 foot step and flurry.
Yeah?
Yeah, so we're like did you guys say what we were doing when we were breaking down the door? Like, was that established, or should I be saying something right now?
Our people said that they were gonna talk and do the talking.
Yeah, you guys can have said something as the door comes down. So
Yeah.
give me a bluff
Okay.
check to go along with it. You guys
Oh,
don't
the
have to say it
consent
exactly.
police.
Yeah, we heard you guys were hurting women.
I don't accept that.
We're the Battered Women Battery Club.
Oh
You're
boy.
muted, Luna.
Good stuff.
God damn it, stupid headset.
You couldn't really call yourselves the Battered Women Battering Club because that makes it sound like you batter battered women.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I wanted to make sure. So my flurry of blows, it's like normal, but I can also use it with a bow. Not just I can only use
Yeah.
it with a bow. So that's what
Yep.
I was checking. So I am gonna flurry this dude.
Go for it.
And in the name of all women, you'll feel pain today.
All right. Toss my flurry buff on.
Like, oh my god, you're gonna be so dead.
That'll hit.
We just all have women disguises on too. Like, you like to beat up women? We're gonna beat you up.
All right, that's good.
Attack number 2.
Yep. That will miss.
Attack number 3.
That'll hit. He goes unconscious.
Damn.
All right.
Luna.
Wow, these people are fucking weak. Is there something I want to do just to fuck with them for fun now? I was like, what
Sound a
do I
little
have
more
prepared?
evil every combat.
I know. I mean,
Started the
what?
session, you're like, I'm just looking for more people to kill.
I want to make my goddamn cackling hag's blouse.
Good to know. If I just wave the right parts for items, I'll make you a little more evil each time.
I just feel like this would be entertaining. I'm gonna like step around Silvio.
Yeah, that's fine.
To where I can see them and point a spell just at the other people.
Sure.
I'm obviously aiming so it doesn't hit my party.
Yeah, he's 5 foot stepped in. And you're gonna do, range of confusion. They are going to make some will saves. This first one is that. So this guy will fail. And I'm gonna put a question mark on here for confusion. That's one of those symbols I need. We'll make him confused, like he's on the marijuana. The marijuana. And then this guy, the older guy, fail as well. He'll get on the marijuana too. The big guy, though, will succeed.
Oh, damn. Alright, wow.
Rusty.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna get at least before I get close to one of them. I'm going to drink shield for this fight.
Shield's up.
So I was looking at monsters' physique. So the monster that I can copy is a small monster, not a medium monster? I thought it was a medium.
You can choose medium if you want, but then it's a strength bonus instead of a dex bonus. So
Right.
it's your choice if you want to lose the bonus. But it also doesn't seem to downsize your damage dice. So.
Okay, I was right. So I was wondering if I got more damage from, but I'm using a finesse weapon anyway,
Right.
so I guess.
So you
dex
do
is
get more
better.
damage because you're using defensive. You're using dexterity as your damage ability.
All right, so I put shield. I gotta actually do all the stuff for putting shield on, and then I will move next to one of them,
Okay.
the closest one I can.
Yep, you can do that. You will get into range with the other big guy here.
And I guess I'll say something menacing that I can't come up with right now.
All right.
Something along the lines of stop messing with people who don't want to be messed with.
How do you like being messed with?
No means no, bitch.
Ooh. I don't think a 19 beats Rusty's CMD, does it?
I actually don't know. Where is it? CMD? Yeah,
Yeah.
it does not.
All right, then take your attack of opportunity as the lanky guy tries to slip up behind you, but does a really bad job kind of trying to slip between your blade. Oh, but you do a really bad job taking advantage of the opportunity.
Yeah, there was a fumble on both sides.
So he gets to your flank and he will make an attack. Is a 19 hit?
No,
Didn't think so. I'm sorry, 21, just on the off chance.
still no.
Okay.
But luckily,
The older guy is confused.
Confusion. What does he roll?
I forgot he was actually confused. Not like he's
58.
58. Deals 1d8 points of damage plus strength modifier to self with item in hand. Hopefully I don't inadvertently make these guys kill themselves.
Yeah, he's got a big strength. Big old strength. Old man's jacked. Alright. He takes it. Other confused guy.
What did he attack with?
He also has like a dagger that he like takes out and jabs into himself.
98 is attack nearest creature.
Yeah. 1d2 because he could hit the old man.
please hit the old man.
Nope, that's Rusty.
Okay, well,
One is always worst for the players. You are 1d20 plus a whole 2.
no.
And hit.
No.
Sorry, it's +4. Does a 12? Does a 12 hit?
No.
All right, that guy is unconscious. Astrum.
Where's the big guy? Is he up in our grill or where's?
He's opposite side, Rusty.
Okay. Am I in like AO range if I'm casting spells or?
No, not even close. You're like not even in the door yet.
Oh, so can I not see them?
If you moved, you could see them, or you could see them through the window if you moved in another direction. But right now, no, you cannot.
No, I would like to move within sight of them.
Okay. You can. That's fine.
And then I'll have Felix throw an acid. I don't have a token for him.
Yeah, you technically do, but you can't quite click on him, I don't think. Because
Nope.
the one that's there should be a Felix token, but
Yeah, but I can't.
yeah, let's just drag out Felix Corpus here. There you go.
Thank you. Just gonna throw at the big guy if I can.
Yep.
Touch.
Yeah. And it does not seem to affect him.
All right. And then Skeletor Astrum is gonna cast a spell, which is Vampiric Touch, and then move into range to touch the guy. I
Okay.
can't do that on the same turn.
Silvio.
Nobody's within 5 feet, right?
Nope.
Yeah, I'll
You do have a
Charge
clear
the
line to
nearest.
rush the big guy, so or the lanky
yep,
guy.
I'll do that.
All right.
Okay, yeah, it's take off flurry. 20.
That will hit. Oh wait, hold on. I have to remember that this isn't exact. No, that will hit. Damn.
For almost max.
Yeah. That'll take us to Luna.
I'm gonna evil eye the big guy.
All right.
I'll target his attack rolls this round.
Ooh, poor roll. He fails. Rusty.
Am I flanking anything? Is there-
You are now flanking the big guy, the
Okay.
lanky guy.
So I will. Okay, so the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn on studied. I'm gonna use my movement action for
Yep.
studied strike. So let me turn that on. Oh my god, there's so many buffs. And then I guess I'm gonna take a full attack action. So I'm gonna attack
Sure.
him twice.
Well, no, you can't take a full attack if you use a move action. So you take you'll make a single attack.
Wait, so that's you have to not move at all.
Correct. You can't take
Okay.
any if you want to get all of your attacks. This isn't 5e. We don't give everything to you for free. So you if you take any other action, you get one attack.
Whatever. So probably fine to do it. So yeah, I'll attack the big guy.
Okay. That will with the study. Do you have your study strike turned on?
That's on.
Okay.
But
Then
the
that-
flanking part isn't on.
The flank will just come up a little short.
Well, also you're attacking with it bluntly, right? That's like another
Yeah,
-4.
That's another -4. Yep. And the lanky guy will take advantage of the flank he has and try for hit. Is an
-2.
yep. Which negates the flanking bonus, so that will miss. That'll take us to the older guy, who will roll for confusion. 100.
That must be
Attacks
really good.
Nearest creature.
Uh,
That's just the attacks nearest creature.
yeah, so that could once again be his friend.
Roll a 2.
Roll a 2.
Nope,
Damn
Fuck.
it.
attacks Rusty.
God damn it.
Come on, confusion.
Yeah. Nope, that
Nope.
doesn't hit Rusty though. Other confusion.
Does nothing but babble.
Astrum.
Touch attack at the big guy. If I can get in flank, I would, but if not,
Yeah, you can. No, you can't, because presently already being flanked by Silvio.
But
Okay.
he's big, so couldn't two people kind of still be flanked with
He's
one
not
person?
big.
Oh. Well,
The
his
mini
token
looks
makes
bigger,
him
but
look-
he's
okay.
tall. He's just tall.
Against
Okay,
his touch.
never mind.
Against his touch, that will check here. That will just barely get him.
All right, vampiric touch will go off. 13 damage,
Yeah.
and I get 13 temp HP on the Stillator.
Okay.
And Felix will throw acid at one of the confused guys in the back,
Sure.
or wherever they are. 21 against touch.
That will hit.
5 acid.
Lanky guy goes down.
Got him.
Silvio.
Yeah, I'll flurry on the dude, the big dude that I'm flanking.
Yep.
Turn this flurry on. Attack number 1.
That will miss.
2.
Oh wait, you're not flanking on that dude. You have to step into another guy, because that's the guy that just went down, unless you mean you're going to keep punching the guy that got knocked unconscious. Because you were flanking the tall, lanky
Okay.
guy.
Oh, okay. No, like I'm attacking the.
Yeah, you can step up and get the next guy. So,
Okay.
but those will both miss.
Attack
Surprisingly.
number 3.
Jesus Christ,
Attack number 4.
man!
Oh my god.
I did a really good job rigging these macros.
Yeah, man. What did I get? A 5, 1, 4, 3.
Not a single one of those is below. It's above 5. That's incredible.
Good stuff. Yeah, and of course the 5s were when I had my -5s.
Yeah. Luna.
I'm just gonna.
Can you
keep
make sure that guy that fell is alive? Stabilizing.
I do have. God, you're gonna make me get up there and touch him?
Okay, let him die, I guess.
Fine, I'll move in and stabilize this dude, which means now my freaking evil eye. Well, I guess that guy failed, so he's evil eye for 8 rounds. But
The guy that's evil-eyed is the guy that's unconscious.
oh,
Sorry, I should put an icon on him.
okay, yeah, I guess it's a little confusing.
Yeah. You have cast Stabilize on him. Rusty.
I will full attack the
Alright.
thing that I am flanking.
Nope, that guy is down. Again, you guys all keep
Oh,
going
God.
after the guy that's down. I'm down for it if you want to keep attacking him.
No, okay.
I'll let you have your
It's
flank bonus.
One guy is tall and one guy is lanky. It's like it's
No,
like
no,
that's
no,
the
no.
same thing, so
They're
we're
not. They
confused,
are
right?
because they're the same thing because they're the same guy. I said there's a tall and lanky guy, there's an old dude, and there's two like medium-sized kind of average guys.
Okay, so we took down the boss.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh. Okay, great. So that's the thing that I was.
Yeah, that's where I.
Yeah, the only reason the other two guys aren't surrendering is because they've rolled poorly on their confusion. Otherwise, if they could act normally, they would beg you to not hurt them
Is
anymore.
Well,
confusion?
too bad I'm going to attack
dismissible?
them.
I don't think it is.
Oh god, let me see here. Confusion.
But you
Alright.
can attack the leader again if you want.
No,
No.
there's some other thing that I can
Not
attack
dismissible. No.
that I'm next
The-
to?
Yes, there's a downed body, a down body, and two confused guys.
I think if we know that the people who are left up are just confused, I'd just be like, let's wait it
Rob
out and
the-
see what they do. Like they're confused, so
Or just knock him out. Whatever
Yeah,
you do.
I'm planning on punching him.
Okay. Well, if Rusty's not going to attack, we'll move on to this guy.
No,
who's
I'll move
unconscious.
and attack one of them, I guess.
Okay. Do you want to
so I
attack
don't-
the old man or the younger person?
the younger person?
All right. Make your attack.
I've hit
That
the
was your
wrong
initiative.
button. Why did I hit that button?
That's a hit
All right.
for 14. He goes down.
Cool.
The old man. 47.
Pretty sure that's babbling coherently. Yeah.
All right, that guy is unconscious. Astrum.
I'm just trying to see if I able to have a decent heal check to stabilize people. Do I even have stabilize? How do you have it? Oh, I do. I don't have a paragraph. I'll just go up and I'll try to. The one that just fell, I'll try to like
That's
check
the
his
one I
pulse.
stabilized.
No, another one just fell from Rusty.
No, the one that Rusty got.
Oh, sorry.
So yeah, I'll walk up
Yeah,
with the
but
skeleton.
Rusty was attacking bluntly.
I know, but I have
Wait,
nothing
what
else.
does
I'm
that
not
mean?
gonna-
What does that mean? I don't really
Non-lethal
know.
damage.
Subdual,
Oh, right,
yeah.
right.
Non-lethal.
I'm just checking. Oh, I'm god
Yeah.
with skill checks today.
He's
I'm
not
just
dead.
checking his pulse.
He's
Alright.
not dead.
He's not like
Silvio.
bleeding or anything. Just
Nope,
checking.
he's not
Okay.
bleeding.
Okay, yeah, we didn't.
This guy's
He
good.
didn't.
They,
do
they
like
don't.
three
They don't
times
only
his
have
life or
4
whatever
hit
it is.
points.
So
It's
I'm
only
gonna make-
it's only double that you have to do.
Yeah, I'll,
Silvio.
is the dude within 5 feet, or am I charging?
He's within 5 feet.
All right, I flurry.
Yep.
I'm punching him. Number 1.
That won't hit. Don't do this again. All right, that'll hit. Minimum damage.
Number 3.
Ooh, that won't
Oh,
crit,
nice.
but that'll hit,
There you
and
go.
he'll go down. All right. Combat ends.
I'll make sure they're all stabilized.
They're all stabilized. None of them are dead.
I'm detecting magic, looking for our magical item.
Well, there's definitely some magical items on him. He has some kind of cloak, some kind of headband, and a ring.
What items? I'm putting them in my bag. Give me those.
Did this guy describe what item he was looking for? Or did he
Yeah,
know?
the item is. It looks like a quarterstaff.
A quarterstaff.
Yes.
Okay, so none of the. Are we just robbing everything?
I mean,
Yeah,
I guess
that was the
why not?
plan.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
I just feel a little bit bad, but I guess
I'm
my
going to start
character's
looking
gonna-
around for it.
Feel of a bad, he's basically a rapist.
True. Feel no bad anymore. Good job. Rob this place. Let's ransack it. Look for a quarterstaff. I mean,
All right.
whatever.
Yeah. There is.
I'll use detect secret doors to see
Damn
if
it,
there's
there it
any
is.
place.
Yeah,
they
you can find the hidden spot where
Yeah.
he is. He's basically like got a stash that he has like literally under the couch. You have to pull the couch forward, and then there's a stash like on the bottom back of it that you kind of pull, where there's cloth, and you can just kind of pull it away and reach in and pull out the staff. The staff is magical.
Excellent. Somebody collect this, not Sylvia. And should we wait for them to wake up so we can deliver our final message? Not to hit women. Always ask for consent. All right, no one answered me, so I just direct my Skeletor to start tying them up in the middle of the room all together.
I was
Yeah.
checking something.
Well, I am the Skeletor.
Yes. So you can tie them up.
Yeah.
And yeah, I guess everyone can leave with the stuff they want. I'm gonna wait to just like threaten them and warn them not to mess with women.
Okay.
Whether that's with like a heal to wake them up or whatever. But
Yeah. it's fine.
Alrighty.
Whatever.
If they have any gold on them, they'll try and get it.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we're.
That's the
doing
thing that
everything possible.
they have the least of. They don't have
Oh.
any real money on them.
What
You can get like they have a handful of like they have some pocketfuls of like copper and silver.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, whatever.
we're taking
No,
it.
take it.
I mean,
Hang on 1 sec. Let me roll them up.
Rob them of everything. Take from them everything.
Yeah. Let me know what sort of outfits they have on too, because I'm taking their clothes.
oh my god.
God.
I don't know.
How badly do you want to make sure that none of these people ever die in the near future?
Ever die? What do you mean?
Like, I mean, what if one fell asleep and just slept and slept and
You wanna put him in a
slept
coma?
and then maybe died?
Yeah, I mean, we agreed with this quest that we weren't killing them.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be. We wouldn't be killing them.
That's a lot
This
of
is like a
technicalities.
causation something correlation thing.
Listen, if this wasn't for
So,
my
sounds like that'll pass
scroll-
my lawful evil alignment check. I'm down now.
No, we agreed. We made a deal with the guy. We can't. But can we look at whether this one we suspected to be like Simulacrum a little closer? Was he, or this duplicate, or?
Yeah. So you can look at the duplicate. Actually, I think it falls to pieces. Because it still uses the rules for this.
17 pairs of low boots? What the hell?
Yeah. They've been stealing people's shoes.
These people smuggling in shoes, 2 snowshoes? It doesn't even snow here. We're in the desert. Why do you have snowshoes?
Because somebody got those cool kicks, man.
Oh, a
Them
paradise.
Tims.
A paradise.
What's their wooden holy symbol?
But yeah, there's one of them turned into a pile of snow.
Okay.
Snow?
Yeah. Or I'm sorry, like cold water, I guess, is really more of what it would have ended up being with the.
Weird.
Well, you're right about that thing. It's not real, or whatever it was. But yeah, I guess.
But
we've
yeah,
done
they've
the other
got
stuff.
real Tims. They've got imitation Tims.
I want to know what this wooden holy symbol is, too.
You can't tell because it's very poorly made.
Gross.
Like somebody was just like, "Hey, what if we started making holy symbols?"
Yeah, once we have all the gear up, I'll ask Luna to just heal the one that looked like the leader, so he wakes up.
Alright, I'll touch him with a healing hex.
Yeah.
Listen here, mister. You
What?
you hurt another woman, and now we're gonna come back and we'll kill you. You have to get consent. And not only consent, enthusiastic consent. Don't you forget it, motherfucker. I'm just gonna like punch him.
Okay.
After that.
It's very confused.
Enthusiastic.
You guys gonna take their sack of apples?
No.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck these
So,
rapers.
so
I want to throw
I
an
put,
apple at their head.
Yeah, I mean, I put all that in the bag of holding.
Oh, you know what'd be sick? Put apples on their head and then just stick like arrows in it, so it looks like you were like shooting arrows at them, and you're like missing, or they may have thought you may have missed and put them in the, shot them. In the head.
Well, they have a box of arrowheads. We could just put some arrowheads in it.
There you go. Yeah, just freak them out. Like you mean
Alright.
business.
Either way, you guys have accomplished your goal of beating up these level nothing nobodies.
Hold up. You didn't give me what outfits they have though, because those are going
Oh,
in the
God.
bag.
They have commoners outfits.
Okay.
Like none of them have
Four-
anything special for clothes.
Three commoners outfits. Because
3
the one
commoners
disappeared?
outfits, yeah, because
They
the one
all.
fell
He
apart.
wakes up and he's naked.
We're also collecting the water.
The water.
Someone drink. Who wants to drink this?
Gross.
Simulacrum
I'm
water.
done.
Shove the bag of chalk. Shove the chalk in his mouth.
But yeah, in the end, Astrum, you can get your spell.
Can I roll to see if I can learn it after all this?
Oh my god.
If you can't learn it,
Jesus.
I'm done.
I need a 19 or higher.
Seriously?
Ooh.
Oh, you need a 19 on the final roll, not a 19 on the
Yeah.
die.
Oof.
That
Oh,
would have been the
would've been
Okay,
best.
I'm gonna take the quarterstaff out of the inventory because I'm assuming we just identify that. We're sure it's what they want and we give it to him.
Yeah.
But I will do identify on the cloak, headband, and ring. So I get a plus 10 on all these spellcraft checks.
I'm watching very closely.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck you, buddy. Like, not getting this shit from me. 48 for headband.
Oh, you're doing the headband first? I thought you were doing the float first.
I was just wait. Let me see what order I
I think
wrote
it was
it
a
down.
headband. I need to make sure it was a headband.
Cloak first.
Okay. That's what I thought you were doing.
Yeah. Sorry, I was looking at what order I had them written
It's
down.
okay.
So that's for the cloak.
I just need to jump to something real quick. I never remember.
Since
what it's
Silvio's
called.
acting weird, I'm not saying out loud what these items are once I identify them.
So you guys got these items while I was grabbing the other stuff. Is that
Yeah,
is that-
presumably where you're like
Okay.
raiding all the cabinets and
Well,
stuff.
I'm
Okay,
assuming
cool.
I'm the one that found these magical items.
Yeah, well,
because-
Finding
I
out that
licked
they
them on
live
the
off
bag
of
of
ham and,
holding, so I'm just-
ham and apples.
So I'm just deleting all of them off the bag of holding is what I'm doing, right?
Oh, the cloak, headband, ring, and quarterstaff? Yeah.
Okay.
I grabbed all those. Because I have the identify
there it is.
prepared, and we had to identify and make sure the quarterstaff did the weird healing thing that he wanted.
Yeah. You will. Oh, no, that's not the one. I thought that was the. Right. I thought that was what it was called, but it's not. Well, I'll modify it slightly, but the cloak is the cloak of the scuttling rat.
The fuck? Cloak of the...
Uh,
What the fuck does this do? Cloak of the scuttling rat. When the wearer speaks the command word, the cloak of the scuttling rat wraps itself around her, transforming her into a dire rat as if
Wow.
using beast shape 1. The wearer can remain in dire rat form up to 5 minutes per day.
Oh,
Gross.
the Rat King.
Gross. Okay.
that's
This
cool.
next check, I'll also use identify, and will be on the headband.
Yep.
36
The headband may not have been a headband. It might be.
or whatever the item is supposed to be.
Yeah. On it. This is a cap of the free thinker.
Oh damn,
Interesting.
that's actually a good item.
What does that do?
Gives you a reroll when you fail against a mind affecting effect.
Yeah, basically a once per day reroll against mind affecting effects. All right, and then lastly the ring.
Yeah, the ring is a ring of scry detection. I forget exactly what the name of it is,
That's how he could do that.
but yeah. And then on this, can I get a perception check from everyone while you're looking at this?
Yes.
Perception. Perception. Yeah.
Oh wait, that's the bag of holding. Sorry.
It doesn't. The bag of holding doesn't say anything.
It's become sentient.
All right. So Silvio and Astrum, you catch something very clear about these. These have engravings in them that are etched into them of who either their owner or creator is. But they look unique. They're like, you don't normally see this kind of stuff on magical items.
Is this like AKA they could essentially like track these items because of
If they could
these-
track it, maybe they would have had it. Maybe they would have had it already. But it's possible.
Oh, so does it seem like maybe he stole these items from someone and these are like the insignias of who they were?
While you're looking it over, you do notice that the staff also has that same etching on it. Or
They, like,
not the
were
same
always
etching, but a similar etching on
a
it.
similar etching?
Yeah.
Would there be any check, like linguistics or something, to like figure out what
This would be like
Or
a
is it
cultural
more of a
thing, so
symbol?
maybe a knowledge, either a knowledge arcana or a knowledge history. I'll give that as either one of those two.
Try. Nope. I
Okay.
can't roll Arcana checks today.
That's it. I mean, Astrum got enough at least to know that these could be like ownership insignias. Like some people will put arcane marks on the products that are supposed to be theirs, so they can always find it if somebody else happens to end up with them.
Yeah, I think perhaps we should try to find who originally owned these, because they don't seem very powerful enough to risk us being caught with them if they're clearly stolen goods.
Yeah, they might be willing to reward us handsomely, and I
When we,
greedily salivate at the thought.
If we, when we're bringing the staff back to the person to get Astrum's spell, if we show him like the insignias on the other ones, would he have any idea of whose insignias those are?
He'll say no, but give me a gauge.
Well, I'm assuming people better at this are here with me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're all here.
I'm gauged. I'm just making sure I'm not bag of holding gauging.
I'm gauging.
Oh yeah, so Silvio, you get the idea that he might not be like being 100% on this one. Rusty, you can tell like when he looked at the first couple of them, you could like see his lips move a little bit, almost as if he were like muttering a name. But then like kind of tries to keep his composure as he looks at the next of the objects.
You want to say something there, friend?
I already did. I don't know whose they are.
Yeah, but you're lying to us.
Yeah, but yeah.
Well,
but you're
what
lying
reason
to
would
me.
I have to do that?
I couldn't tell you, but I can tell you you're lying to me.
Now look, let's be clear. I'm not. What if I did know who these people are? What are you gonna do? You gonna give these things back to them or something? As some kind of charity?
No,
but
we
we
would
don't
be looking for a reward.
necessarily want to hold on to incriminating items, and if the original owners would want these items back, well then we can get rid of them and maybe get ourselves something in the process.
Let's not be hasty. Let's say you give these items back to these people, and word gets on that they got their items back. Guy who wore the cloak wears his cloak all the time. Guy who's got the ring always wants to be wearing that ring. All of a sudden, word gets back to the other guy. This has happened again. Now I gotta deal with this dude trying to fucking break in again. I don't have time to be dealing with this stuff. I don't got time to be dealing with these petty people that just want to fix their house with my shit.
Would you be willing to pay us very appropriately for these items?
Yeah, you let me sit on these for a little while. I'll make sure they get back to where they're going. And I'll make sure I get the money for it. How's that sound? That work for you? I'll give you a finder's fee.
No, I think you're going to give us a finder's fee.
Rusty, I think we just want to be done with this.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
fine.
Yeah, I just want to be done with this.
I want to be handsomely rewarded, so feel free to negotiate more. Rusty.
I don't care.
How about a finder's fee, and you just treat us favorably if we come back for scrolls in the future? Because I'm sure me and my companion here will be in need of them.
Got yourself a deal.
He didn't charge
Awesome.
you for the skull, right? Like this whole endeavor was for the
Yeah,
skull, right?
the whole endeavor
Okay.
was for it.
Okay.
I will
Fine.
hand him the 3 items, and what does he give me for the finder's
Hang on
fee?
one sec. Let me.
2 gold pieces.
At this point, even if it was, I'd be like, okay, whatever.
Let's
Oh
see
no,
it,
I'd be
2
taking
copper
all
pieces.
those items back for us at that point.
Okay, well then it's your problem at that point. I mean, well, I'm getting my scroll discounts or scroll favorable contact.
Let's see it, 2 copper pieces.
Oh, it's an amulet, not a. I thought it was a ring slot item. No, there's
Yeah, I
there's
tried
a
to look it up
lesser
and I was
one. I
like, I
thought.
don't see a ring.
I thought there was a ring of non-detection. I guess not, or detect scrying, but I guess not. Yeah, I probably should have priced this out because I guess he'll have the other one. That means your reward's going to be a lot bigger.
Damn. That is
'cause
an
it's
expensive
based on a
item.
percentage. Yeah.
The new Silvio is very excited for this news.
Yeah. Together, you can all take 5,300 GP or 530
Each?
platinum. No.
So that's in total. So
Yeah, he's-
530.
He's
Silvio
paying you
opens
10%.
the bag of holding,
Nope.
expecting it to be
Nope.
placed into there.
I am handing each person 106 platinum, including putting 106 aside for our companion who wasn't able to be here today.
I'll give the money to Higram. I'll put
Alright.
Yeah.
money.
How
in
much? Sorry,
Higram's
105?
106 platinum.
106.
each.
One. Silvio.
All right. And on that note, we will end for tonight. Night, everyone. Thanks for watching.